to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
They compete, they work hard, and they got some skill there that can score goals. And there's no easy games in this league. It doesn't matter your opponent, whoever you're playing. You have to be ready for everybody, and they've always played us hard, and I don't expect anything different.
All right, Oilers again a chance to, with a victory tonight, and if San Jose beats Calgary, they're in the playoffs. Look, they're getting into the playoffs. They're going to get some bodies back. But a big night for Olivier Rodrigue. That's where we start with our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, your thoughts on Rodrigue getting the call?
Well, it's funny. I talked with Bryn earlier, and I'm wondering if the Oilers beat LA, if this happened. Because the game, I think, would have been a lot more important had the Oilers won that game. They don't. Now they have a chance to give Calvin Pickard a rest, and he's a deserved rest. But to me, as I was saying earlier on the show, I had the opportunity to play my first ever NHL hockey game, and it is an absolute thrill. You wait your whole life to be able to do this, and Rodrigue got to step into a game. This is the first one he starts as a starting goaltender. It's going to be an amazing moment, stepping out onto the ice the first time, standing there for the national anthem. I'm looking forward to watching a young kid realize his dream. And then, Bob, and you around the room with the guys, that team wants to win for Olivier Rodrigue. They want to win for the standings. They want to win to catch LA, but they certainly want to win for a young kid making his first start in the National Hockey League.
They also want to show, look, they're pretty good without the big guns. There's still a lot here, and there's opportunity for some guys, and basically they're 2-3 without McDavid and Draisaitl because the game wasn't in the balance against San Jose. But this is Anaheim's a looser team. They give up the most shots on goal. Rob, they're going to get some chances, but it all comes down, for me, defense out.
Well, it does, and I think for the Oilers to have success come playoff time, it all starts with defense out. The Oilers are always going to score 3 goals most nights. If they keep the other team to 2 or less, they're going to win a lot of hockey games. They have a chance to win a Stanley Cup. This team without Connor and Leon is going to have to play strong defensive hockey and manufacture and workman-like goals. There's not going to be any easy ones. They're not going to be freebies where Connor can go from end to end or Leon can make one of his passes that makes someone have a wide open net. It's an audition. There's going to be a bunch of players coming back in the playoffs. And every guy that's dressed tonight knows that, and they want to be part of it for Game 83. So this is an audition for a number of players, and I 100% they understand going 3-1 on a road trip without their stars in the lineup is a huge confidence boost going forward than running into the playoffs.
All right, quickly, keys to the game for Ford. Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers, built Ford proud.
This Anaheim Duck team has beat the Oilers twice this year, and that was with the Oilers with all their players in the lineup. Puck management against this team, as you said, they play loose, they create offense. Don't make it easy for them because there are enough players on the Anaheim Ducks that can put the puck in the back of the net if you make big mistakes.
Rob, great stuff. More with Rob Brown and Brent Griffiths during the end of the roll, first and second intermissions, and Rob will join me post-game as well. Cam Moon's ready to go. He's got the call live from the Ford Center, from the Honda Center on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Next Game Day Live event on April 9th at Newcastle Pub. For the full event schedule and to RSVP, go to OilersGameDayLive.com.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Hey, Cam. Canada. Want to make learning fun? Education Station is your local destination for the best educational toys, games, and resources to help kids grow.
My mom takes me to Education Station because she's invested in my future.
From hands-on activities to brain-boosting games, Education Station makes learning exciting for kids of all ages. Parents and teachers love them too.
Learning is so much fun.
Support local. Visit Education Station in store or online at educationstation.ca.
And inspire a love of learning today.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oiler fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, land of the free and home of the brave.
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The last game of the road trip, the Edmonton Oilers in Anaheim to take on the Ducks. Good evening, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Brendan Escott. We're the Oilers Radio Network, and our starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with Vasily Podkolzin and Victor Arvidsson on defense. Brett Kulak and Evan Bouchard in goal. Olivier Rodrigue making his first NHL start. For the Ducks, Leo Carlson with Cutter Gauthier and Alexander Killorn up front on defense. Jackson Lacombe and Radko Gudas in goal. It's Lukas Dostal. The referees, Kendrick Nicholson and Michael Markovic, Mitch Hunt and Caleb Apperson are on the lines. We drop the puck. We're underway here at the Honda Center in Anaheim. Puck goes into the Duck zone. Killorn off the boards and out, and Gauthier skates onto it. Brings it into Edmonton territory. Down the left wing from the angle. The shot and the save by Rodrigue. Podkolzin in behind his net to the right wing to Kulak. Up the right wing boards to Bouchard. He'll swing. And Podkolzin will dump the puck in on the left wing, and it'll get into the left wing corner. It was right in front of his net. Penalty coming up to the Oilers as Killorn got dumped down, and it is touched at the Edmonton line by Podkolzin. And the Oilers just 41 seconds into a scoreless first are shorthanded.
And they might be shorthanded for 4 here. They're checking to see if Killorn's leaking. Here's the call.
Edmonton, number 92, 2-minute minor penalty, high sticking.
That's one of Edmonton's penalty killers, so that's part of their game. It's improved a bit of late. The Oilers have moved up to 19th in the league in the penalty kill at 77.7%. Ducks have the worst power play in the NHL, 12.4%. Not a great face-off team either.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Rodrigue. Puck goes to the end boards. Nurse up the right wing, and he'll pull it off the right wing boards to the middle. He'll get to center ice. Now down the left side. He'll get over the line. He'll go to the net. He'll shoot it. Save made by Dostal, but a penalty coming up to the Ducks. A slash and call on a great rush up the ice by Darnell Nurse.
Well, that's what Darnell can do. I mean, he's a big man that can really skate. And that time he lugged it, and he was under duress, and he took it all the way from his own zone, cut from the far right to the far left, and he isolated Vetrano, and Vetrano got the stick in on him, and Dostal had to fight that one off. So we're going to play a little bit of 4-on-4 hockey here.
He's off to the right of Dostal, made 20 saves in that 6-2 loss in Vancouver on Saturday. It's his 51st appearance of the year.
This guy's a good goalie.
He is very good. Bouchard gets the puck off the draw. He's on the left wing point. Across the line on the left to Kulak. Left wing corner, and Hyman comes across the top to Bouchard, and shot, and a blocker save made by Dostal. Puck to the point, and it's Bouchard off the left wing boards to Henrique, to Bouchard, to the net, and his shot just wide. Terry will get it out through the middle to Hellison. Hellison over the line across to Terry. Great save by Rodrigue, and he holds on as Troy Terry with a great chance.
An excellent chance both ways, and a good back check. And it was Ryan Strome that got the stick on Bouchard at the last second, and that altered his shot. And then the Oilers, Brett Kulak, got caught up the ice. And Terry, who had dinner last night with a couple former Duck teammates, Adam Henrique, along with Max Jones. And we would know that because they were right next to us at the next table at Joey Newport, which is run by Darren Getty out of Edmonton. His father, of course, Don Getty, the former premier.
Here's Lacombe on the right wing point to McTavish. Across the line, and the Edmonton zone was still 4-on-4. To the left wing corner from the angle. Gauthier put it up high, went off of Rodrigue, and Wallman will come to center ice. Nice pass to Nugent Hopkins, and shot off the arm of Dostal.
What do we tell you about chances? There's going to be chances in this game.
Lacombe will bring it into the Edmonton, and he'll poke it to the net, and a left pad saved by Rodrigue. It's near the top of the circle. McTavish keeps it in for the Ducks. Still 4-on-4. We're scoreless in the first. Zellweger to the left wing corner to Zegras. Now to McTavish.
This guy's a good young player, McTavish. Nice check by Nurse.
It's poked off his stick. Wallman has it on the left wing. Long pass just broken up by Lacombe before it could get to Jeff Skinner. Across to Zellweger, the Fort Saskatchewan product, in on the right to Zegras. He'll fire it across, and it gets to Carlson. Has it on the left wing, to the left wing point. Mintyukov with a shot, and it doesn't get through.
Oilers are on the power play here, Cam, in 5 seconds, but it's only for 15 seconds. Not really a chance to set it up.
Wallman in behind the Edmonton net, out through the middle. Pass through the middle, glances off an Anaheim stick. Hellison into his own end, but pressured by Janmark. It goes to the blue line, hits Kulak in the skate, goes up in the air. Corey Perry, the former Duck, off the corner boards. Rims on the left wing, top of the circle. Vetrano, who's out of the box, gets it out to center ice. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play, both of them short. Puck brought in on the left wing. Carlson on the left wing boards. To the point, Mintyukov. Rim the puck over to the right. There's Gauthier at the top of the circle. Gets checked on the play, and it's cleared out by Brown to Janmark. Into the Anaheim zone to the right corner. As Mintyukov goes into the corner, gets the puck for the Ducks. Out to center ice. To Gauthier. Out of Killorn. Drops it. Carlson had to wait.
Ducks can skate. They got some tempo and pace in their lineup.
Scoreless here in the first. 3:40 gone as Leeson will shoot it in. It's on net, blocker away by Rodrigue. Sent up to the blue line. That was kept in on the left wing point by Shillington. And it goes in behind the Edmonton net. Along the left wing boards. The hash marks is Leeson in behind the net. Gave it to Nestorenko. His pass back to the point, broken up by Hyman. He'll come out, taken up by Shillington, and the puck goes to the corner.
Shillington can really skate.
Nurse through the neutral zone. His pass that misses Hyman. It'll be icing against Edmonton. 4 minutes, 15 seconds gone in a scoreless first period. The Oilers and the Anaheim Ducks have got some pace to this game.
Both teams trading chances here early, and we mentioned Shillington. He was on that Flames team 21-22 22 and had a great year, 38-point season. And then took a little bit of time away from the game, bounced around a bit here the last couple of years, ended up in Anaheim.
Off the draw, puck goes to the point. Hellison right side, a shot tipped on net in the left pad, saved by Rodrigue. As it goes to the middle of the ice, Max Jones, former Duck, will get it out up the right wing to Wallman. Comes in over the Anaheim line, will drop it. The shot by Hyman, save made by Dostal, and the puck to center ice. Strome to center, will dump it in to the left wing corner. Terry takes it in behind the Edmonton net to the blue line. Hellison over to Minchikov, a shot that's steered aside by Rodrigue. Strome dumped it in behind the Edmonton goal. Terry trying to get it free. He does on the right wing. Goes to the top of the circle. Skates to the right wing point. Nugent Hopkins was on him, and it comes out to center ice. Hellison inside his own line to Minchikov. Back to Drew Hellison. Minchikov took a hit there from Podkolzin. Minchikov up the left wing off the stick of Strome. And Kulak to Arvidsson, into the Anaheim end to Podkolzin, chopped off his stick. Arvidsson to the middle, can't get a shot. It goes to the line. Bouchard across the line, down the right wing, but Zegras can get it almost out, but not quite. Lacombe to Gudis, he will get it out through the middle. To Colangelo in over the Edmonton blue line. To McTavish, has it on the right wing. Top of the circle, cycles the puck to Zegras, lost an edge, lost the puck. Kulak through the middle to Janmark, now into the Anaheim end. Podkolzin, shot and a glove saved by Dostal on a rising blast from Podkolzin. 5:55 gone here in a scoreless first.
Well, the Oilers have already had more chances in the first 6 minutes of this hockey game than they did against LA 5-on-5, and they didn't make much happen. The Oilers in their lone power play that they got against LA. Edmonton, by the way, did kill off 4 shorthanded situations against the Kings.
Face off to the right of Dostal. Mark Skinner and Brown on the ice with Stetcher and Emberson. Stetcher turning 31 seasons today. Gauthier in his own zone, top of the circle, off the boards and out. Emberson to Janmark, back to Emberson. Across to Stetcher, up the left wing, off of Skinner and into the Anaheim end. Zellweger in behind his net. Right up the left wing, was right on the tape. Now to Carlson, he'll drop it. Gauthier shot, misses short side, around the boards and out.
I mean, Zellweger beat 3 players at that pass.
Killorn in his own zone. Round to Shillington, didn't get much on his pass. Connor Brown just kept it in for a moment. Shillington will get it out. Won't be hard enough for icing. Turned up by Wallman. Long pass to Nurse. And over the Duck line. The left wing corner goes in behind the net as Henry got it free. Right corner to Perry. To the blue line. Wallman over to Nurse. Nurse waiting, shooting. That's blocked by Leeson, and it comes out of the zone. The scoreless here in the first. The Oilers taking on Anaheim. Down the right wing. Perry over the line. Across and batted wide by Hyman. Hellison will get it out for the Ducks. Perry to Hyman. Lost it at the Anaheim line. Minchikov on the right to Nestorenko. Nestorenko will shoot it in. Up the left wing is Kulak to Corey Perry, still inside Edmonton territory. Across to Bouchard. Through the middle. Didn't touch.
I thought
it touched Kulak too, but they say no. I guess it's icing.
Evan Bouchard's having that conversation right now.
Yeah, from here it looks like it touched Kulak's stick, but I guess not. Face off to the left of Rodrigue. First NHL start for Olivier Rodrigue. He did play 20 minutes in that March 27th game in Seattle. Stopped 7 of 8. Kulak in behind the Edmonton net. The left wing goes to the top of the circle to the line for Lacombe. His shot hit Bouchard, went wide. And Bouchard up the right wing and then off of Perry and out. Lacombe with it at center. Pass in behind Gudis. He's got to go back into his own end. Up the right wing to Strome. Into the middle to Lacombe. He'll step up into the play. Give it to Terry. Into the Edmonton end, top of the circle for Vetrano. Chops it to the right wing corner for Lacombe. That's Kicked loose, top of the circle. Vetrano to the blue line to Gudis. Down the right wing to Strome. Strome to the left point for Lacombe. His shot off of Arvidsson's stick, and it broke, and it's in behind the Edmonton goal. On the left wing, Nugent Hopkins. Cross to Bouchard. Up the right side to Arvidsson. Has got a new twig. Got it just in over the blue line. Gudis over to Lacombe. We're scoreless in the first. 8.5 gone as the Oilers take on the Ducks. Gudis, right wing for Trevor Zegras. To McTavish into the Edmonton end. Across to the left point. Zellweger down the left wing towards the net. It goes off of Rodrigue. Shillington will keep it in. Behind the net to Zegras. Zegras pass over the stick as Shillington will go all the way down the ice.
It's a predatorial hit there from Ty Emerson, like it, but a real smart play. They freed up a good look for themselves, and the Oilers were lucky that wasn't a backdoor tap in.
Zellweger on the left to McTavish. Couldn't get it back to Zellweger. Henry got it to the blue line just out. McTavish back in with it. Down the right wing, Colangelo from the angle off of Rodrigue, and it'll get out to the neutral zone. At center ice, puck poked down the left wing to Perry. Into the Anaheim end, waiting to the left corner. Minchikov peeled it off his stick. They're up to the point. And off of Henrique, it stays in the Anaheim end.
I think Perry's got to put that one on the net.
Henrique on the left wing. Colangelo all over him. Colangelo got it free. To Zegras, off the boards and out. Nurse inside the Edmonton blue line. Left side to Hyman. Taken to the boards by Minchikov. Cleared out by Colangelo. Nurse on the right wing will dump it in. Stahl to play it. Lost it to Janmark. To the right wing point. Nurse, a shot. Blocker saved by Stahl. Killorn's up the right wing for the Ducks. Into the Edmonton end. Right wing stopped at the point. Off the boards. Into the corner for Carlson. To the line. The shot by Gudis. Save made by Rodrigue. And it's in behind the Oiler net. Wallman off the glass. It hit Gudis. Went out, went back in. It's offside against Anaheim with 9:33 to go here in a scoreless first period. The Oilers taking on the Ducks. We'll be right back from the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of Ford favorites, save up to $7,000 on select 2025 Escapes and up to $6,000 on 2025 Bronco Sports, or finance at 0% for up to 60 months.
Plus, save up to $12,000 on select 2025 F-150s or finance at 0% for up to 72 months.
Spin the wheel and win an iPad, barbecue, Costco card, a smoker, and more.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Legacy Heating and Cooling is the #1 heating and cooling company for people who want heating and cooling, because you'll save a bundle by bundling. Then you can use hot, cold, Common thermostat, do what you're told. Turn up the heat, turn up the cold, to the vents start pushing out tornadoes. Bundle my furnace with some AC. Gonna get a deal from Legacy. Oh yeah, save a bundle when you bundle your new furnace and AC from Legacy today. Plus no payments and no interest for 1 year. That's how you build your legacy. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
9:33 to go in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Oilers and Ducks scoreless here in this first. And tonight's Oilers caring for OilCountry 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of the ALS Super Fund. Funds raised will help improve the speed and accuracy of diagnosis, advanced development of new treatments, and bring us closer to a cure. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 to support.
Just want to mention, our condolences. Sad day in the hockey world with the passing of Sportsnet's Greg Millen, who had a lengthy NHL career as a goaltender. And I did front court and stats for Greg about 28 years ago. Good guy.
Real good guy.
Sad day. Nice man.
Puck comes out to center ice. Back into his own end is Carlson. Now over to Hellison. Up the right wing. Or Gauthier, a shot off his stick goes over the glass, out of play. I did an event with Greg Millen 2017 in Sylvan Lake. Just, I didn't get that invite one from you.
Thanks for the non-invite there, Cam. It's funny how whenever it's your event, I don't get that.
It wasn't my event. I just happened to be there. But he was a great guy.
He's a wonderful human. Remember, a number of years ago, Greg Millen, myself, and Steve Hall, Taylor's dad, when Taylor was still with the Oilers.
Yeah.
We sat down at the Westin in Detroit, had an extended conversation on hockey and life.
Solve some problems, I'm sure.
As you know I would.
Strome in the Oiler end. His pass, that goes right to Kapanen. Now up to Jones. Into the Ducks end. It goes to the line and brought in on the offside by Hyman. 8:56 to go here in the scoreless first. Oilers and Ducks going right after it. Ducks have won 2 out of 3 in the previous 3 matchups.
Well, they bombed the Oilers in one of them at Rogers' place. It was ugly.
The Oilers scored late to get it to 6-2, if I recall.
Yes, Connor was less than enthused on the goal that he scored that night.
Yeah, the Oilers have lost 6-2 and 5-3. They won 3-2 against Anaheim at home on January 3rd.
Should be mentioned a fairly robust practice day today from Connor McDavid. He's closing in on a return. Leon Draisaitl did skate. That's good news. Don't think he's imminent with his return.
Stetcher will wire it in, who rides up on the glass. Kapanen's pass to the point, didn't have a lot on it. And Nestorenko will get it out into the Edmonton zone to the right point. Goodis will shoot it towards the net. It changed direction, just went wide. Leeson in the left wing corner for the Ducks to the blue line. Lacombe to Goodis to the middle to Leeson. His shot, and that is blocked by Jones, and it comes out.
Good job. But Kapanen, you can't put pucks in bad spots, and he did on the previous shift, and that started a transition opportunity for Anaheim.
Lacombe into the Oiler end. Rims it on the right. Along the right wing boards, Leeson. It goes to the top of the circle. Jones has to push it back to Stetcher. Now to Emberson. Emberson with Nestorenko on him. Behind the net. Stetcher to Emberson. Out through the middle to Nugent-Hopkins. On the right wing to Arvidsson. Into the Anaheim end. A shot. Pad save by Dostal. Hard shot there by Arvidsson.
Yikes. Nugent-Hopkins lost his balance. That's how he got hurt years ago against Chicago.
Nugent-Hopkins into the Anaheim end to the right corner with Mintyukov on him. Holds him off. Gets it out to Arvidsson. To the left wing point for Nurse. Into the slot off of Arvidsson's stick, and Zegras will skate away. Then gave it away at center ice, and it's Podkolzin right back in to Nugent-Hopkins. Over to Podkolzin and hit his stick. Now Podkolzin has it in the right wing corner. Across to Arvidsson. Scoreless here in the first. To the blue line it goes. For Wallman, a shot. Dostal the save. He holds on. 7:14 to go here in the first period. The Oilers and the Ducks are scoreless. We're going to be right back from the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Downsizing, upsizing, or staging your home to sell? Sentinel Storage is Edmonton's team for affordable storage solutions. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca. Sentinel Storage, proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new fresh promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. There it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
And there they go! to Sentinel Storage. They unload the snowblower, grab the lawnmower, snowblowers, a lawnmower, they shoot, we store.
Need extra space? Store your winter gear at Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinel.ca. Proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center, the Oilers and the Ducks. No goals yet. 7:14 to go in the first. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. Shots are 8-7 for Edmonton. Face off in the Duck zone to the left of Dostal. Leo Carlson to take the draw. Up against Janmark. Puck goes to Shillington, left corner. He will get it out. It's batted right back in by Wallman. Shillington will turn it up the left wing. Through the middle. Hits a stick. It's bouncing around. Then on the right wing, Gauthier lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Jeff Skinner comes the other way. Into Ducks territory. To Janmark. Goes to the left wing corner. The left wing boards to the blue line to Nurse. He'll walk in. He'll shoot it. And it's saved by Dostal as the Oilers were trying to get traffic in front of the net. Dostal found it.
And Janmark thought he got hooked on the play. They didn't call it. Had a chance. Started to drop the puck back.
Off to the right of Dostal. 6:42 to go here in a scoreless first.
Damn, the Rangers got bombed tonight. 5-1 by Tampa. Montreal.
They're going to get in.
They're going to get in.
Good for them.
No question Ottawa is.
Yep.
Montreal's getting in. Good for Canadian markets. Super happy for the Canadians. Knowing how much hockey means in La Belle Provence.
It's in behind the net, and it goes to Hyman. He'll walk it in front, and off a stick up into the air, gloved by Dostal as Hyman got dumped in front of the goal. Right. If he'd have told me even at Christmas that Montreal was going to get in, I wouldn't have believed
When we were in there in November, and they shut the Oilers out, the Oilers lost 4-3 in overtime to Toronto. Marner scored. Edmonton played pretty well. Then they got Montreal. At that time, I thought Michael Matheson might be available by a trade. And the Canadians beat the Oilers 3-0. And you got to give them credit. Like
you do.
Since the Four Nations face-off, has there been a better player in the league than Nick Suzuki?
Oh, he's been incredible. Goes to the right wing point. Bouchard slides down the right wing boards to the corner. His pass just off the stick of Hyman. And Leeson with control for Anaheim. Behind his net to Radko Gudas. Gudas through the middle to Leeson. Comes into the Edmonton zone. That's knocked off his stick. Kulak will get it out to Zach Hyman. Top of the circles in the Anaheim end. Down the left wing. It's along the left wing boards. Tied up in skates as Hyman pokes it free. Ellison has it for the Ducks. We'll go across to Jackson Lacombe.
This guy's got lots of defense prospects. I have a lot of forward, like now saying that, they got Gauthier, Carlson, McTavish here, and they got Bennett Seneke. But beyond that, they're a little light with secondary prospects coming. Seneke's a kid that should have been on the World Juniors, but Canada outsmarted itself.
The Oshawa Generals of the OHL. Here's Terry inside his own blue line. 5:20 to go here in a scoreless first. To Hellison up the right wing to Strome. Wedged to the boards by Podkolzin, and Jones gets the puck for Edmonton. Goes into the Anaheim end to the left wing corner. Pumps it around to the right wing point. Emberson, right boards to Kapanen. Dropping the puck. It goes to the blue line. The shot by Emberson comes off the inboards, gets into the slot, and knocked into the right wing corner. Kapanen has it there. Kapanen to Podkolzin to Kapanen. Left point to Stetcher. Now to Emberson. Across the line to Kapanen. Can't find a shooting lane. Has it on the right wing. Hellison's on him. Goes up to the blue line. Penalty coming up to Vetrano. As Terry will touch it, and Edmonton with 4:37 to go here in the first period is about to get their second power play of the game.
Well, the first one only lasted about 11 seconds, so that one didn't really count.
Holding call.
Good work from Kaplan, kept his feet moving.
All right, we'll take a break. Oilers with the man advantage, and we come back. 4:37 to go in the scoreless first as the Oilers take on the Ducks. From the Honda Center in Anaheim, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today, you can score at A&W. A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace, repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
Businesses deserve the best protection against cyber threats. Alltech offers state-of-the-art IT and cybersecurity solutions to safeguard digital assets. The team of experts at Alltech are dedicated to providing the highest level of security, ensuring that data remains safe and operations are seamless. With Alltech, businesses can focus on growth while the rest is handled. From advanced threat detection to comprehensive data security, Alltech has it covered. Choose Alltech for reliable and effective cybersecurity. Visit alt-tech.ca now to learn more.
Today, you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Scoreless in the first, 4:37 to go in the opening period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year.
Oilers on the power play, their first real power play of the game, 6th in the league at 25.4%. Ducks penalty killing, 30th at 72.9%.
Shot all the way down the ice. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Arvidsson at the Edmonton blue line. Cross ice to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Jeff Skinner as he brings it in. Gudis trying to break it up, can't get it out. Skinner across, and he just skips off the stick of Hyman and comes out. Bouchard through the neutral zone. Just in over the Anaheim line. Will dump it in. Dostal out to play it and goes right through the middle and down the ice.
A little different not having McDavid or Draisaitl as options on zone entry. The Oilers, not enough speed coming up the ice. Too easy.
Bouchard dropping it back. Now it comes across to Nugent Hopkins. Over to Arvidsson, to Jeff Skinner. Into the Anaheim end. Left wing point to Bouchard. Hopped over his stick, came out. Edmonton has to regroup. Hyman to Bouchard. 3.5 to go in the scoreless first. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Trying to get into the Anaheim end. He does. To Jeff Skinner on the left wing for Nugent Hopkins. Gets it around on the right wing boards. It goes to Arvidsson. Has it on the blue line. Cross the line to Jeff Skinner. Down the left wing into the corner to Nugent Hopkins. To the point for Bouchard. Fans on his pass. And it just comes out. Almost looked like Carlson was going to get a breakaway. And he'll shoot it down the ice. Rodrigue will get the puck to the corners. On the forecheck was Killorn. Penalty over in 18 seconds. Wallman to Henrique. Henrique to center ice. Left wing to Connor Brown. Dumps it in. Lacombe on the end boards. Penalty just about done. Rings on the right. Corey Perry on the right wing to Brown. Back to the point to Wallman. Penalty is done. Right wing for Brown. Poked off his stick and he comes out. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play.
You hate to lose momentum, but they didn't have a sniff on that one.
Wallman drifts it in off the glass. Lacombe on the left wing for the Ducks. Gudis gets caught in his skates. He lost it. Pass in front to Brown. He fanned on it. Perry has it left wing to the blue line. Wallman scores! Jake Wallman with the shot from the point. Dostal was down and out. And the Oilers are up 1-0.
Well, Corey Perry made 2 unbelievable plays in that shift. I mean, he left a wide open net that Connor Brown couldn't field on the first short side attempt, and then he gets it back to the point, long-range bomber, and from distance, Jake Wallman has sniped his 8th goal of the season. He's got 40 points on the year.
17:51, time of the goal. As the Oilers take a 1-0 lead here in Anaheim. On the right side, it's Zegras. At center, will shoot it in. McTavish into the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone. It's top of the circle. McTavish got checked on the play, and it comes out to center ice. Zellweger will shoot it back in. 1-0 Oilers lead here in the first. Kulak in behind the Edmonton net. It's under 2 minutes to play in this opening frame. Janmark up the left wing into the Anaheim, and then poked off his stick. It goes to Jones. He centers it, comes to the point. Stetcher shot is blocked. It comes out to center.
What a block by Oliver Shillington.
Back into his own end is Kulak. Yeah, that was. Stetcher was able to really step into it. Kulak weaves his way to center ice, shoots it in. Rims on the right wing, goes in behind the net. Minchikov had it knocked off his stick. Nugent-Hopkins to the line to Nurse. Now over to Nugent-Hopkins. A shot off the arm of Dostal. It goes over the stick of Nurse. It came out. Wallman has to recover it for the Oilers. We're into the last minute here in the first. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Wallman to center. Over the center ice line, flipped it in. Dostal had a little trouble with it. Podkolzin recovers, has it right wing, drops it off to Nugent-Hopkins. To the left wing point to Wallman. His shot, glove save. Dostal with 41 seconds left in the period. Face off in the Duck zone. Right now they're saying Henrique from Wallman and Perry, but
I don't think he got it.
I don't think he did either. And Wallman led the flyby.
Yeah. Oilers have had a good period.
They have had a good period.
Especially given that they don't have McDavid, Draisaitl, Frederick, Keane. Those guys will all be at it for the playoffs.
To the point.
Ekholm, Skinner.
Yep. Nurse across the line. Nurse got it low to Hyman. Now in behind the net. Goes over to the right wing and Gudis. He can't get it out. Nurse will keep it in. 20 seconds to go in the period. To Henrique. Down the right wing to Zach Hyman. Comes up to the blue line. Through the middle. Gudis all over him. But that pass goes right onto the tape of Gauthier. And he'll come out into the Edmonton zone. To the left wing corner to Killorn. Behind the net to Gauthier. Gauthier on the left wing as the period will come to a close. And the Edmonton Oilers, a 1-0 lead on the Anaheim Ducks after 20 minutes of play. And they are seeing Henrique from Wallman and Perry, but we have our doubts up here since we thought Wallman shot it and went straight through or off a Duck player, but I'm not sure that it hit Henrique. Maybe it did. I mean, hey, they were able to look at it more than we were. So they would have a better idea, I suppose. As the Oilers have a 1-0 lead here on Anaheim after 20 minutes. Last game of the road trip for Edmonton, a victory in Vegas, a victory against San Jose, a loss to the LA Kings.
Solid first period.
Solid first period. A lot of jump. Both teams had a lot of jump in that first period.
Do we have Matthias down there?
Oh, excellent.
Hey, Matthias. You probably didn't want us to just ramble away. Your thoughts on the opening period? What'd you see?
Yeah, pretty solid. I think Ollie made some really good saves early on and grew into the game and got a good goal there, so try to build on it.
Looked like there's a lot of pace in that first period, Matthias. Both sides of the ledger. Does it feel like a fast game so far through 20?
Yeah, a little bit back and forth. A lot of rush chances or going through the neutral zone pretty quick. So yeah, try to lock that down and keep going the other way.
Yeah, how you feeling with Skinner and Connor Brown, knowing that you need it's not just a defensive role. You need some offensive push coming throughout the lineup without Connor and Leon in the lineup.
Yeah, I think we've been playing some good hockey, fun some chemistry, and yeah, like you said, defense is the biggest thing, and then right now everyone has to chip in offensively, and I think Skinner's done a really good job of that. I think Brownie's picked it up too, so try to get on board with that too.
Matthias, thanks for doing this.
Thanks, Matthias.
Thank you. Okay, there was Matthias Janmark downstairs. Edmonton Oilers 1-0 lead after 20 minutes here at the Honda Center in Anaheim.
Real good period.
Yeah,
frankly.
I think so.
I mean, that's how you got a rookie goalie in there, and the shots unofficially were 14-6 for Edmonton in the first period. You know Anaheim's going to be better in the second. Just got to do a couple times just managing the puck, but the Oilers are getting some opportunities in and around the net, and frankly, Dostal made a couple pretty good saves, and Edmonton didn't convert on some opportunities, so good start for the Oilers here.
You're still saying Henrique's goal, so if so, that's his 11th of the year. 1-0 Oilers lead after 20 minutes. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the intermission for you when we come back. From the Honda Center here in Anaheim, California, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers Season Seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live event on April 9th at Newcastle Pub. For the full event schedule and to RSVP, go to OilersGameDayLive.com.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
The intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
The Ducks. Tagudas gets caught in his skates. He lost it. Pass in front to Brown. He fanned on it. Perry has it left wing to the blue line. Wallman scores! Jake Wallman with the shot from the point. Dostal was down and out.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winners Zone. Rob Brown, welcome to the first intermission where the Oilers I'm kind of having trouble with that mic. 1-0. It is the Oilers leading the Ducks after 20 minutes of play. That was pretty good pace to that period. I was quite surprised, actually, but the Oilers are going to be happy to get the lead early with the young guy between the pipes tonight, Rob.
I think so. I think the period started off where both coaches pulling their hair out. There was just chance after chance, breakaway, odd man rush, 2-on-1, turnover here, turnover there. Neither team were good defensively early, but the Oilers did find their game. I think there's probably some talk on the bench. Okay, this kid's playing his first NHL game. Like, we got to give him a little bit better defensive effort than we've had so far. And they got better as the period went on. Give Rodrigue credit. He made a couple saves early. Had to face a 2-on-1 in the first couple minutes of the hockey game. Made the saves, looked comfortable in there, gave the team confidence. Then the Oilers got better and created scoring chances and created power play opportunities. And if you're watching the game on TV, as Jack said, Anaheim's terrible when it comes to special teams. And they get nothing going on their power play, and then come the other way, the Oilers score on their, or right after their power play. They created momentum in the power play, score afterwards. The Oilers are deserving of a lead after the first period.
Adam Henrique is given credit with that goal after video replay, so that would be his 11th of the season, but Wallman with the blast from the point. The Oilers out shooting the Ducks 13-6 through the opening 20 minutes of play and lead 1-0. We talked on the pregame show about how important it would be for the Oilers to kind of maybe try to discourage the Ducks a little bit by getting out to a pretty quick start. That period, I'm with you. I thought that the Oilers, as the period went along, kind of really picked it up a little bit, so that's encouraging. But what do you think the coaching staff says in this first intermission about period number 2? Just carry on the way you're going, or what's your spin on that one?
There's always going to be adjustments, and they'll talk about things that the Oilers got caught doing in the first period. There's a couple ill-advised pinches, and they'll talk about that. They'll talk about the team, the fact the Anaheim Ducks are a team right now with nothing to play for. So usually late in seasons, players tend to cheat a little bit offensively. So you got to be wary of that. You know if there's a guy taking off behind you. Know if they're looking for stretch plays. Any 50-50 puck, you're going to see the Anaheim Duck on the offensive side of it, hoping that there's a bounce. So you got to prepare for that defensively, and they'll also still throw out the communication thing in the dressing room. You know, we got a new goaltender in there. Make sure you communicate with him. Tell him where you want the puck, how you want it set up. There's a defensive pairing. Stetcher's playing with Emerson tonight, so they're going to have to talk a little bit more. But I think all in all, you have a 1-0 lead on the road. I think the Oilers are very confident and pretty excited about the way the first period ended, and they want to carry that over into the second.
Hey, John was bringing up something interesting too to me in the pregame show, talking about how, so here's Rodrigue coming up from the American Hockey League to the NHL. And I thought to myself, you know what? When I was doing games in the Western Hockey League, it was a free-for-all frequently. You had to actually, kind of calm yourself down to call the play-by-play. Then you get up to the NHL level, and I had a chance to do one game, and it just seems like the game is so much better structured and goes at a different pace. There's very little unpredictability, that kind of thing. So from a goaltender's perspective, do you think I know he's going to be nervous to start this game, but how much different do you think it is? You've obviously seen guys go from the A up to the NHL. How much different is it? I know that everybody talks about the speed, but is there way more than that?
Well, yeah, there's size, there's strength of players. I mean, for a goaltender example, to John's point, there's much more predictability as a goaltender. You know that everyone's got their man. They understand the structure. In the National Hockey League, if you don't play within the structure of the team, you don't usually play, and you find yourself out of the league. So Rodrigue will have complete confidence that the reads he sees are the reads that are going to happen. So it is easier that way for a goalie. But what he won't have in the minors, he won't have guys shooting 100 miles an hour from the point. He won't have the execution of the saucer pass over 2 sticks, landing flat for the guy to one-time it. He won't have a guy that can pick bar down every chance he gets. The very first shot on game was a guy that was shooting from below the goal line, trying to bounce it off his name tag, and then guys in the minors don't do that. So the predictability is there for Rodrigue. That will make it easier, but the skill level of the players in the National Hockey League so much higher, in the execution by the guys in the National Hockey League so much more consistent. That's where he will notice the biggest jump from what he's seen all over the last 3 years to what he's seeing right now.
All part of the fun, I guess. Hey, Brownie, we'll talk to you coming up in the second intermission, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Oilers with a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play over the Ducks in Anaheim. At the intermission is brought to you by Into the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
This is Global News at the first intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. The Premier says it's too soon to panic about the effects of U.S. tariffs on the economy and on the price of oil. The price of West Texas Intermediate, which is what the Alberta government bases its budget on, is $10 below the province's worst-case scenario. Smith intends to embark on a number of trade junkets aimed at finding new markets for Alberta. And a reminder tonight to stay off the river and stormwater ponds. Edmonton Fire Rescue Services says since the beginning of the year, they've done 41 ice rescues, including 4 this past weekend. Edmonton Fire Rescue Service Chief Rob Allen says ice surfaces in Edmonton should never be trusted. Well, federal party leaders were on the campaign trail. Federal security officials said they found an online information operation focused on Liberal leader Mark Carney that they linked to the Chinese government. The Security and Intelligence Threats to Elections Task Force said contrasting narratives were spread on social media platform WeChat, quote, amplifying, unquote, Carney's stance on the U.S. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be at the second intermission on 880 CHED.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of Ford favorites. Save up to $7,000 on select 2025 Escapes and up to $6,000 on 2025 Bronco Sports. Or finance at 0% for up to 60 months.
Plus, save up to $12,000 on select 2025 F-150s or finance at 0% for up to 72 months.
Spin the wheel and win an iPad, barbecue, Costco card, a smoker, and more.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Okay, let's take a look at what's going on around the NHL tonight. Time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Games that are being played right now. After 20 minutes of play in Los Angeles at Crypto.com, the LA Kings are trailing the Seattle Kraken 2-1. Interesting. Also, after one period of play in San Jose, the Sharks and the Calgary Flames going at it. San Jose with a 1-0 lead in that game after 20. So if you don't know what the situation is, if the Calgary Flames lose tonight and the Edmonton Oilers win, the Oilers will clinch a playoff spot, which I think we pretty much know is going to happen anyway, but that will make it official. Other games that happened around the league earlier today, it was Tampa on the road playing it was Tampa on the road in New York to take on the Rangers, and it was Tampa coming up with a victory today, 5-1 over the guys from New York. Andrei Vasilevsky with 38 saves to pick up the victory there, and Braden Point with 2 goals and 1 assist. It finally happened. The St. Louis Blues 12-game winning streak is over. They were beaten in Winnipeg tonight, 3-1. Alex Iafallo with the goal midway through the third period. That is what helped the Winnipeg Jets to the victory tonight. Connor Hellebuyck was not overworked by any stretch of the imagination, as the Blues only put 14 shots toward him. 15 shots, actually, stopped 14. So Winnipeg coming up with a 3-1 victory over the St. Louis Blues, who will be in Edmonton coming up on Wednesday night. So that's what's going on around the NHL tonight. Hey, don't forget the Edmonton Oil Kings in the Western Hockey League playoffs are in Prince Albert tomorrow night for Game 7 of their series. Yeah, they're pushing it to a 7th and deciding game. That one goes tomorrow. The out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Pizza 73, official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The second period is up next at the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties, the porch hangs. to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Legacy Heating and Cooling is the #1 heating and cooling company for people who want heating and cooling, because you'll save a bundle by bundling. Then you can use hot, cold, hot, cold. Common thermostat, do what you're told. Turn up the heat, turn up the cold, to the vent start pushing out tornadoes. Bundle my furnace with some AC. Gonna get a deal from Legacy. Oh yeah, save a bundle when you bundle your new furnace and AC from Legacy today. Plus no payments and no interest for 1 year. That's how you build your legacy. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
End of the Row Flooring Centers is not only Canadian owned and operated, but we've been your go-to flooring center since 1986. The reason is simple. We make your flooring project easier. Rather than a tiny sample, upload a photo of your room at endoftheroll.com and instantly see what your dream flooring looks like in your house. Thousands of styles just clicks away. End of the Roll Flooring Centers. We've been flooring Canadians for 4 decades. Visit endoftheroll.com.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0 Oilers lead the Ducks. They're getting ready for the second period of play. The Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's Oilers caring for OilCountry 50-50 jackpot sitting at $347,000 and climbing, and our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Adam Henrique, the goal scorer. Oilers have a 1-0 lead to drop the puck. We're underway here in the second. Goodis to center ice. Now to Carlson, to Gauthier into the Oiler end. They put it in behind the net. Nugent-Hopkins battles back there. Carlson thought he had it for a moment, but it's Nugent-Hopkins to Arvidsson, now to Podkolzin. He'll throw it across to Kulak. He'll take a shot, and a save by Dostal holds on to that. 24 seconds gone here in the second period.
Edmonton had an excellent first period. They ended up outshooting Anaheim 14-6. Did the puck a lot, created some looks, out-hit Anaheim 6-2. Anaheim, it's funny, when they had Ross Johnston, and they were running around a little bit with him in the lineup. Big man. His fourth-line guy plays about 8 minutes a game. He's done for the year.
And you take Trouba out as well.
On the back end, who's a big banger, right? They still have Gudas, who will keep you honest. Nobody hits more than him from the back end.
Now, Toronto got the puck out of the zone. Hyman brings it right back in and goes to the left wing corner. Comes off his stick. Minchikov got it to the left wing and up the boards and out. Off the skate of Jake Wallman. He'll shoot it right back in. Corey Perry was after it. Strome chops it up the left side to Terry. Now to the middle to Minchikov. Cleared it out. Nurse at his own blue line for Henrique into his own end to Wallman. Wallman up the right wing to Henrique. Now to Hyman. To the right wing corner of the Ducks end. Around to the left. Stetcher comes in from the point position. On the backhand. Got it in behind the net. Skinner's trying to get it free. In the skates of Colangelo. Hyman working it around to Skinner on the right side. Back to the point. Gave it to Emberson. Emberson will shoot it high and wide of the Ducks net.
That looked offside.
It looked like it had come out, but the linesman said no. Puck shot into the Edmonton zone. Stetcher off the right wing boards and out past Shillington down the ice, icing against the Oilers.
Interesting that we're 3 shifts into this period, and Paul Coffey has Emberson and Stetcher together. Those guys this year below 40%, 5v5 expected goals for. Now, it's unlikely once you're in a situation where Matthias Ekholm's in the lineup that both Troy Stetcher, the birthday boy, and Ty Emerson will play. One of the two of them will play. Often 2 lefties play together in the NHL. Not often you see 2 righties playing together. Simply because there's more lefties than righties.
Here's Killorn across the top of the circle. The shot and a glove save made by Rodrigue, and he'll hold on to it.
Excellent stop from Olivier Rodrigue. You don't see a lot of right-handed catching goals. Washington has 2.
Yes.
They have Thompson in Lindgren, right?
Yes. And you've got Vejmelka in Utah.
And
you and I have talked about this more than a few times.
There's a really good right-handed catching goalie playing for the Prince George Cougars right now, who's 6'5". And our man Mitch Jewell spotted him about a year and a half ago and said this guy's going to be a player. And that is Joshua Ravensbergen.
Through the middle, Kapanen will bring it in. Portland's up 2-1 in the second period on Prince George. They're in Game 7 in Prince George tonight. Sold out season 7. Shillington in his own zone. To Zellweger, up the right wing to Killorn. Down to Carlson. He's into the Oiler end on the left. Dishes it back to the point. Shot on net. And a save made by Rodrigue. Carlson across. Scores. He found Gauthier on the right wing. He one-timers it in. And ties this game at 1.
Tough giveaway there for Evan Bouchard. The Oilers with their fourth line on the ice. And Hopkins up to the net. Evan had it in front of the wall and just threw it up the middle of the ice and got picked off. And no chance at all for Olivier Rodrigue. High game.
Gauthier gets his 16th of the year. Fourth in rookie scoring coming into this evening's action. And he made no mistake off the right wing. Carlson with the setup at 2:20 of this second period.
Bouchard's had a tough game here. He had a couple puck bobbles in the offensive zone on the power play. We'll see how he responds.
Dostal got the puck to the left wing, and it is kept in by Bouchard. Lacombe behind his net to Gudas. We're tied at 1. We're here in the second. Rim to the blue line where Kulak can keep it in. On the left wing to Jeff Skinner. To the left wing corner. Lacombe's able to get the puck to Leeson. Now into the middle to Lacombe. He had his stick lifted. Connor Brown will keep it inside Anaheim territory to Janmark in behind the net. Janmark banks it to the right point to Bouchard. Has to play it off his skate. Over to Kulak on the right wing to Brown to Bouchard. A shot, and that's kicked out by Dostal.
Like that there was a quick decision there from Evan to let her rip. Didn't overhandle it, just bombed it on the goal.
Brown inside his own end, up the right wing, got it out. Terry will bring it in. It would have been offside, but no one touched it. And the Oilers come out with it. Janmark just at the Anaheim line, lost it. Here comes Strome into the Oiler end for the Ducks down the left wing. In behind the net, penalty coming up to Podkolzin as he got his stick in there.
That's a tough call. That's a half a second. He had it in there on Ryan Strome. But second power play of the game for Anaheim. Second time in this game that it's Vasily Podkolzin. That time with the reach infraction.
3:31 gone here in the second. Podkolzin to the box. As we're tied at 1, the Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Rodrigue. Great to have you on board, Riviera, along the Oilers Radio Network this evening. Henrique wins the draw from Carlson. The puck goes behind the net. Nurse has room and time. He'll sail it all the way down. Hits the end glass. Zellweger into the corner. Zellweger spun around. The puck's up against the boards. And Zellweger eventually comes up with it and brings it out into the Edmonton zone on the left wing. Dump it softly to the end boards. He went after it. Nugent Hopkins digs it out of skates and gets it down the ice.
Ballman's doing a good job killing penalties here with Nurse. Something that the Oilers are going to have to consider.
Gauthier, the goal scorer for the Ducks, comes out to center, and it goes off his stick all the way down to Rodrigue, to Emberson, up the right wing and went off of Brown. Zellweger will keep it in for the Ducks. Left wing to Carlson, back to Zellweger on the blue line. To Carlson on the left wing, to the slot, looking for Killorn. Good job by Janmark to get it out.
Excellent stick from Matthias there.
Minute to go in the penalty to Podkolzin. We're tied at 1, 4.5 gone here in the second period. To Toronto, side his own end, to Terry, now to Zegras. They'll bounce it into the right wing corner of the Oilers zone. Zegras gets it free to the blue line to Lacombe. Now across to Vetrano, skips off his stick. He goes after it left wing. Zegras' pass into the corner. Terry, he's going to walk it out, throw it across, but there was Nugent Hopkins, and he played it all the way down the ice.
Solid read from RNH there.
Out from behind his net is Lacombe. Up the left wing. Center ice. Fires it back to Terry, and now to Zegras, to Terry, across. Vetrano shot, and that goes wide of the net. McTavish has it on the right wing for Anaheim. To the right wing corner. Behind the net to Terry, to Zegras, to Terry, left wing corner, to the blue line. Zegras across to McTavish. Has it on the right to the blue line. Penalty is over. Lacombe in behind his net. He gets to the left wing side, and there was Stetcher to get it out.
Solid kill from Edmonton.
Anaheim 0 for 2 on the power play. We're tied at 1 with 5:45 gone here in the second period. And the puck at center ice. Evan Bouchard into the Anaheim end. They'll bump it back to Corey Perry. Perry along the right wing. Threw it across left point. Wallman shot, and a save made by Dostal. And he is able to hold on, and there'll be a face-off inside the Anaheim end when we come back. Tied at 1 in the second. 6 minutes, 4 seconds gone here in the second period. From the Honda Center in Anaheim, it is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they're the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center in Anaheim, the Ducks and the Oilers are tied at 1. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are 6 minutes, 4 seconds into the second period. Face off to the right of Dostal. The puck to the top of the circle. Henrique has it for the Oilers. He'll turn into the left wing corner to Perry. Centering pass. It goes right through the slot and over to the left wing into center ice. Nestorenko will bounce it into the Edmonton end. That's offside. Are they calling that icing?
Now, would you say that Eric Nestorenko is one of the underrated character actors of all time?
Are you thinking of Youngblood?
Yes.
Yes. And he holds him out there. They're showing him how to fight, the dad.
I'll tell you
that's good stuff.
With all due respect to Rob Lowe, you know who stole that?
No, I know.
Cynthia Gibbs.
Yes, she was wonderful in that movie.
Yes, she was.
Puck goes up the left wing in the Anaheim end. Nestorenko will get it out. Racky was one tough hombre, too.
He got dealt with in the end, didn't he?
He did get dealt with.
Every dog has their day, Cam.
Kulak will bring it down the left side, go in behind the net to the right wing point to Bouchard. Now to Kulak, winds up, is shot, and that's off the leg of Mintyukov. It comes into the high slot, and Bouchard comes into the left wing of the top of the circle, knocked free by Leeson. A 2-on-1, Leeson with Mintyukov. Leeson to Mintyukov, missed it. Get off the corner, forward side, he'll get it out. The breakaway pass to Corey Perry, but it was broken up. Ellison up the left wing to Noche. Into the Oiler end with speed. He's going to drive to the net. Backhand roofed it, makes it 2-1 for Anaheim. That was an incredible goal.
It's a great goal. Evan Bouchard got beat hard to the hole. question about it. But as a left-handed shot, he comes across his body and elevates the puck on his backhand up and over Rodrigue's glove side. 2-1 game. He's got both goals for them tonight. 5th overall pick that would not sign in Philadelphia.
Gives him 17 on the year, 7-10. Time of that goal by Cutter Gauthier. Wallman in behind the Edmonton net. Has to stop in the right corner. Goes back behind the goal. Gauthier just beyond the Edmonton crease. Wallman steps down, has to go back. Waits in behind the Edmonton net. 2-1 Ducks lead. We're here in the second period. Up the right wing to Kasperi Kapanen. Kapanen cuts to the middle. Gets in over the line. He might split the D, and he got pushed into the corner. The puck goes to the end boards. Kapanen got it back. His pass is knocked down and through the middle. Carlson through center ice. To Gauthier. Dump it in. Rodrigue rims it to Jeff Skinner. Skinner goes in behind the Edmonton net. Reverses the puck to Nurse. Nurse will take it in behind the goal. Nurse still there. Now comes out through the middle. Nurse over the center ice line. Puts it up in the air. It'll bounce in the right wing corner. Podkolzin behind the net to Arvidsson. To the left wing point. Stetcher to the middle. A shot off the arm of Dostal. Podkolzin left wing to Arvidsson. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Pass to the point. Finds Emberson. Left wing corner to Arvidsson. To the slot to Nugent Hopkins. Towards the net. And that's off the leg of Zellweger and out to center ice. Arvidsson to Podkolzin into the Anaheim end. Podkolzin on the left wing boards. Out to Victor Arvidsson. Now to Stetcher. Waiting. The shot off the arm of Dostal. Strome's trying to clear it. It does go through the middle. Zellweger bringing it in now on the left wing. Long shot, glove saved by Rodrigue. And he holds on to it. As we played 9 minutes, 7 seconds of the second. 2-1 Ducks lead. Cutter Gauthier has both goals. Gauthier from Helleson and Lundestrom on that last one. And the first one was Gauthier from Carlson. Adam Henrique scoring for Edmonton in the first.
I think that shot from Stetcher got a piece of Nugent Hopkins. Might have bit him there, Cam.
On the right wing, Zegras. Put it through the slot. Connor Brown there for Edmonton will get it out. Left wing to Skinner. Gets in over the Anaheim line. Brings it to the middle. Now to Bouchard. The shot that's saved by Dostal. Just squeezed it up against his body as Bouchard came in from the point.
Well, Evan trying to make amends. He's had a couple tough sequences here defensively in this period. And that time, Dostal fought it off. Great setup from Edmonton. The Oilers are out shooting the Ducks 19-10 in this game right now.
A good chance, though, for Bouchard. He almost snuck it in on the blocker side between the arm and the body.
Good luck.
9:23 into this second period. Face off to the left to Dostal. Puck to the blue line to Bouchard. Right wing to Perry in the corner. He'll go in behind the Anaheim net to the left. To the left wing point. Kulak looking for the ricochet. Got it in the slot, but off the stick of Perry. Kulak on the left point. The end boards to Hyman, and then Perry got hit, lost a glove, lost the stick. The puck goes to the net. Dostal will cover it. It was away from the play.
Now, was that friendly fire there from Hyman?
I don't know. We'll have to see it.
Perry's a tough SOB, and he is hurting at the Oilers bench.
He had no glove, no stick, went to the Oiler bench.
Oh, man, how does Gudas get it? That's an elbow right in the face. That's an elbow right to the head. Like, it is, they won't show it here. The Oilers.
Well, it was away from the play. It was away from the puck.
Like, he elbowed him right in the face. I'm not sure how that isn't a penalty. That is an unbelievable non-call.
It's a penalty because I don't think they saw it.
Well, that's what obviously they didn't see.
I mean, that was
Perry's going off here.
That was 40 feet away from the puck.
We initially thought it wasn't even close to friendly fire. Radko Gudas elbowed Corey Perry right in the face.
Face off to the left of Dostal. Puck to the point. Wallman has it on the right. Down the right wing. Dumped down by Gauthier. Gets back up. Still has it. Wallman to Kapanen on the right point. Skates across. Has to spin back towards the boards. To the middle. Down the left wing. Minchikov on him. It's top of the circle. And out with it is Gauthier into the Edmonton zone. A shot. The save made by Rodrigue. That puck came loose. And it's in behind the net. Gauthier got it to the corner. Off of Carlson, but Nurse will bring it out through the middle for Edmonton. Gets to center. Dishes it on the left to Kapanen. In behind the net, off of Hyman. Puck gets to the middle of the ice. Gauthier will bring it out. 2-1. Ducks lead here in the second. And that got shot out of play. We're going to take a break with 9:23 to go here in the second period. 2-1, Anaheim leading Edmonton. We'll be right back from the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line. They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day.
It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage. You want to go? Counseling services. Let's go. Dental coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here in Anaheim, 2-1, Ducks lead the Oilers. 9:23 to go in the second period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at the Honda Center. Cutter Gauthier has both goals for the Ducks. They were both here in the second period. Adam Henrique scored in the first for Edmonton.
Tough period for Evan Bouchard. Turned the puck over in front of his own goal, tried to come up the middle with it. He kind of got it off the toe of the stick, didn't get it out far enough. And right now a conversation here with Zach Hyman and Caleb Asperson, and I'm wondering whether or not he's saying, how did you guys miss the elbow to Perry? I mean, he got a Perry right in the hand, and then just on Bouchard, hard net drive by Gauthier in the second goal after he capitalized on the turnover in the first one and elevated the puck up and over Rodrigue.
Stumped into the Oilers zone. Emberson to the left wing. Got it up the left wing. It gets to the top of the circle to the blue line. Hellison will shoot it wide of the Edmonton net. Minchikov pinched in, but it's Hyman to bring it out. Down the right side, gets into the Anaheim end.
That should be a hold.
Stops up. Now to Emberson. Right wing corner. Centering pass goes through the slot all the way to the left wing point. Hyman off the boards to Jones in behind the net. On the right, go to the right wing corner. Can't get it in front of the goal with Hellison on him. Hyman comes in to get it. Wanted to play it in front to Kapanen. It's blocked. It goes through the slot area, and Strome will go up in the air and out with it. Bouncing puck for Stetcher. Vetrano on him. A little tight turn on the right wing. Off the boards and out. Gudas inside his own end. Off the right wing boards and down the ice. Won't be icing. Rodrigue sets it to Emberson. Up to the top of the circle. Was kept in. Colangelo will shoot it off of Stetcher and wide. Arvidsson's stick got snapped in half by McTavish. The puck along the boards, and it's Stetcher to the blue line. It won't get out. McTavish will keep it in. Over to Zegras on the left wing. Zegras right to McTavish. He'll go to the top of the circle, to the point to Lacombe on the left. Off the left wing, down low, looking for Zegras. It came free. Zegras will get it back. He'll center that. Arvidsson doesn't have a stick, but Nugent-Hopkins will bring it out. And it's center ice down the right wing for Podkolzin to the right wing corner of the Anaheim end. Has it at the hash marks with Lacombe on him. Behind the net, off of Nugent-Hopkins. Gudis take a hit from Podkolzin. Will go across to Lacombe. The left wing to center to McTavish for Zegras. Into the Edmonton end. To McTavish. To the middle. The shot. And Colangelo put it wide. Zegras touches that, and that was...
The Oilers are not happy.
No, not at all.
With the officiating here. They missed an obvious headshot, and it was a headshot from Radko Gudis, who's a hard-hitting player, but he got an elbow up on Corey Perry, who's not returned. Everybody on the ice missed it. And then...
Well, in real time, you and I missed it.
We missed it, yep. And then... But what we didn't miss was the stick getting hacked right out.
No, you couldn't miss that.
Arvidsson had the puck, and it got two-handed chop and broke his stick. And that's usually a penalty.
Glove pass by Anaheim. Faceoff comes out.
And there's been two pretty iffy calls on Podkolzin in this game.
Wallman off the right boards to center ice. Shillington shoots it in. It goes right to Nurse. Under 7 to go in the second. 2-1 Ducks lead. The Wallman will come up to center through the middle. In over the Anaheim line. On the right wing, Janmark scooped it into the corner. Leeson will get it through the middle at Lundestrom out to center ice. Nestorenko, left wing to Lundestrom. All the way across, Zellweger, right corner, behind the net to Nestorenko. Has it on the left wing to the blue line. Shillington's pass off of Skinner. And Janmark will wheel in behind his net. Get away from Nestorenko. Come out through the middle of the ice. On the right wing to Brown. Into the Anaheim end. Stops on the right side. To the top of the circle to the blue line. Across the line to Kulak. To Skinner off his stick. And it went to the middle of the ice. On the right wing point, Kulak kept it in. Right wing corner for Henrique. He's a goal scorer for the Oilers tonight. It's in behind the goal. 2-1 Ducks lead. Under 6 to go in the second period. Henrique, cross ice pass. To Zach Hyman. Has it in the left wing corner. Hyman in behind the Anaheim net. Goes over to the right. Off the right wing boards to the blue line. Bouchard fakes the shot. Gives it to Hyman. Top of the circle. Hyman with Lundestrom holding on, and it goes in behind the net to Henrique to the blue line. Kulak shot saved by Dostal. The rebound gets into the slot and over to the left wing where Minchikov can clear it out. Kulak waiting, got the puck to the line. Bouchard keeping it in. It goes to the slot off of Podkolzin. Now on the right wing in the Anaheim zone. Minchikov will get it out to center ice. Arvidsson comes in on the left wing to the left wing corner. In behind the net. Over to the right wing. Arvidsson to the point. Nugent-Hopkins down the left side to Kulak off the outside of the post. Comes in front of the goal. Podkolzin couldn't get it through. Nugent-Hopkins on the left wing to the point. And that goes over the stick of Kulak and down the ice. Rodrigue out to play it to Bouchard. Right wing to Arvidsson. Into the Anaheim end. Off the boards. That hits Lacombe. It comes out. Emberson has to go in behind his net with Carlson on him. The left wing to Podkolzin. All the way across to Arvidsson. Just in over the Anaheim blue line. Played the puck down the boards. Gauthier to Lacombe. Checked on the play. Podkolzin in behind the net over to the left wing. To the left wing point. Stetcher to Emberson. Didn't get much on a shot. It goes over to the right side. Podkolzin to Emberson over to Stetcher. Into the left wing corner for Arvidsson. 4:08 to go in the second. 2-1 Ducks lead. Puck along the left wing boards. Skinner, cross ice to Emberson. Just broken up by Gauthier. Nugent Hopkins, cross the blue line to Jeff Skinner. Off the left wing boards for Stetcher. A move, a shot, and a save made by Dostal. Puck goes to Stetcher again. Stetcher on the right wing to Janmark. Drives it in front. It goes off of Dostal. It's sent all the way down. It'll be icing against the Ducks. With 3:38 to go in the second, and Anaheim up 2-1 on the Oilers.
Lots of zone time, lots of possession time. But Cutter Gauthier has a pair for Anaheim. One on a turnover from Evan Bouchard and a bang-bang play from Carlson and Gauthier, and the other on a net drive where he got inside position on Bouchard and ripped one home.
Wallman has it on the point. Down the left wing. Perry, good to see him back out there.
He's back out there. He's not too happy.
Puck gets cleared out. Nurse long pass to Hyman. Into the Ducks' end. Taken to the boards on the right wing by Gudis. Terry gets a loose puck for Anaheim. To Shillington. To the Oiler end for Vetrano, right corner. Behind the net to Terry. He's up the left wing boards for the Ducks. Pass to the blue line, and it was Gudis to keep it in, but off an Oilers stick. It goes out of play, and we get a whistle. With 3:01 to go in the second, we'll take a break. 2-1, Ducks lead the Oilers here at the Honda Center in Anaheim. We'll be right back. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, give me something big.
The Ford It's a Big Deal event is on.
Bigger.
Get a big truck and an even bigger deal.
Love it. Now the details.
Right now, lease a 2025 F-150 STX with the black appearance package from $220 bi-weekly at 0% APR for 24 months with $43.75 down. That's like $110 weekly.
Now bring it home.
Plus, there's a $750 bonus for eligible Ford owners. Hurry into your Alberta Ford store. Visit Ford.ca today.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
3:01 to go in the second period. 2-1, Ducks lead the Oilers. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Cutter Gauthier has both goals for Anaheim. Adam Henrique scored in the first period for Edmonton. Shots are 20-11 for the Oilers. Face off to the right of Olivier Rodrigue, making his first start in the NHL. Second appearance. Nugent Hopkins, Arvidsson, and Podkolzin on the ice. Kulak and Nurse. Tavis will take the draw for Anaheim.
Shots are 20-11 for Edmonton. They should have more than one goal. I'm not saying they shouldn't have given up two, because they made a couple bad plays defensively, but
here's Arvidsson to the line down the left side of Podkolzin. His cross-ice pass was blocked, but he'll throw it back to the line, and the shot by Bouchard, saved by Dostal.
There's nothing wrong for Vasily if he shoots the puck. And he just, at times, he's always looking to pass back. He's got a heavy shot. And can't defer too much. Now, that said, Vasily Podkolzin has been a rock-solid player for the Edmonton Oilers this season. You'd hope for a little bit more offense, but he's a good penalty killer. He's an industrious worker, does some really good things.
Puck knocked out of the zone, and it's at center ice. And Podkolzin has it now at the Edmonton blue line. Up the right wing to Arvids. Comes into the Anaheim end, down the right wing to the right wing corner. Then Gudis takes a hard hit from Podkolzin. Puck lifted up by Zegras, didn't get it out. Bouchard on the right to Nugent Hopkins. Into the corner for Arvidsson. To the blue line, Bouchard. The shot, that hit, bodies batted out of the air and wide by Nugent Hopkins.
That hit for Colson. Who else?
Slow to get up. In fact, he hasn't got up, and the puck brought into the Edmonton zone. Zegras, now the whistle will go as the Oilers touch it. Yeah, Podkolzin got drilled.
This is a guy that can ill afford to lose. Very effective player. I'm hoping it's just dead-footed him.
Yeah. The Oilers down to 11 forwards in this game to start with.
Oof.
And he is being assisted to the Edmonton bench.
He's got a high pain threshold.
True.
He's
2:08 to go in the second.
He's trying to shake it off, but man, oh man. Got the right foot, looks like. Oh, there's no protection there. Got him right in the back of the leg. He was jostling for position.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
It did.
There's no padding there at all.
It's being helped to the Edmonton dressing room. 2-1, Ducks lead. 2:08 to go in the second period. So temporarily, the Oilers 10 forwards. Face off to the right of Olivier Rodrigue. Wallman to Nurse. Right side in the Edmonton end. Gauthier came in. Nurse finds room up the left. Through the middle, it went off an Anaheim stick. It won't beat icing. Top of the circle, Killorn poked off his stick. Brown keeps it in for the Oilers. Ellison goes in behind his net. He had Skinner on him. Up the left wing, it goes to Killorn. He'll bring it out. Cross-ice pass for Gauthier. To the right wing corner, taken off of it by Nurse. Nurse up against the boards. Killorn's in there too. And now Killorn's got it. Back to the blue line. Gudis. A shot. Glove save made by Rodrigue. And Gauthier taken out by Nurse at the side of the goal. With a minute 27 to go here in the second. 2-1 Ducks lead. Nurse having none of it as Cutter Gauthier was trying to go to the front of the net. Darnell Nurse did not allow that to happen. Face off to the left of Rodrigue.
Shift here at center, and I think it's because they think they might need a little bit more speed in between Corey Perry and Zach Hyman. So
Janmark out there.
Yeah.
The puck shot down into the Duck zone. It is cleared out by Lacombe. And down the left wing, Strome brings it in with Terry. Strome, the shot! Nice save made by Rodrigue. He covers it up as Ryan Strome on the 2-on-1 took the shot. We got a gathering in front of the Edmonton goal. Good stop by Olivier Rodrigue. With 1:10 to go here in the second period. Kulak absolutely took away the pass. Nugent Hopkins will come onto the ice to take this draw. He's up against Strome. Goes to Vetrano. His shot launches off a Nugent Hopkins sticking wide. From the right point, a shot blocker save made by Rodrigue. Gudis let it go. We're into the last minute here in the second. 2-1 Ducks lead. Kulak up the left wing. Will get it out, but Gudis stepped up, so it won't be icing. Dostal out of his net. Rims it up on the glass. It'll get to the line. Bouchard on the right wing point into the middle. Deflected on net by Nugent Hopkins. Blockered away by Dostal. Terry on the right wing. Can't get it out. Not with Kulak in front of him. Comes across to Corey Perry. Hacks it towards the net. It goes to the left wing corner. 30 seconds to go in the period. It's top of the circle in the Duck end. Left wing corner to Hyman. Went to turn and shoot it. Not one blocked. Lacombe over to Gudis. Edmonton makes a change. Gudis on the left wing for Strome. Center ice will backhand it in. He'll take a hit. The puck along the boards inside Edmonton territory. Bouchard will get it out, and then Bouchard got hit by Strome.
That's a cross-check right in the face by Ryan Strome.
A penalty coming up to Strome, cross-checking.
Right in the face.
And now Strome getting into it with Kapanen. And the linesman get in there.
Strome's got a double minor here.
Starting to heat up. Late in the second period. Kulak's getting into it a bit. Ellison is getting pulled out of there by Janmark. Everybody's tied up. They're up against the boards inside the Edmonton end. Toronto's a little bit perturbed with Kulak, but they get it broken up. We'll figure out the penalties here. Oilers should be getting a power play out of this.
They're only going to give them one. They'll give them one to, there's a cross check right in the face by Ryan Strome.
On Bouchard.
I mean, there might be a coincidental rough.
Yeah, there might be coincidentals after that. So we'll figure this out. 2 seconds to go in the second period. Oilers down by 1.
Nurse is talking to Gudis here.
Yeah, Perry was talking to Gudis earlier, too.
Well, Gudis got away.
He did.
Just, how the hell does the... I'm sorry, you got 4 officials. Somebody's got to see it. I know we're up top. We didn't see it initially either. But, Cam,
that's how you miss it. It's easy. It was a long way away from the puck.
Yeah.
And if you got both referees looking at the puck, you'll miss it. No different than the old days when you had just one ref and you could two-hand a guy in the back of the legs as you're going up the ice. Nobody would ever see it. They're figuring out the penalties here right now down as Gudis and Nurse wait to get the explanation. 2 goals by Cutter Gauthier here in the second period for the Ducks to erase the 1-0 deficit after Henrique scored in the first for Edmonton. You think the Oilers are getting a power play out of this? Probably. They should. Yeah.
The only question is, do they get a 5-on-3 for Strome's second engagement after he cross-checked Bouchard right in the face?
I doubt it. I think it's just going to be one. Yeah. Referee is now explaining to Gudis and Nurse. Penalty box open on the Anaheim side. No, on the Oilers side. In fact, and now it's just shut.
Well, it's
even up all the way around, or what?
Better not be.
Both penalty boxes are shut.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
To
Strome. Well, there you go. Edmonton's going to get a glorious opportunity to tie this thing up. Rodrigue's going to the bench with 2.6 to go in the second, and the face-off in the Duck zone will put the extra attacker out there.
So basically, Kapanen drew an extra call.
Yeah. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
A glorious opportunity. Yes. I don't know if you can create anything in 2.6 seconds, but you got a lot of time to work with.
Face off to the left to go Stahl. Ducks got to get somebody into the penalty box. And they do. Nestorenko gets in there. All right.
Strome got 14 minutes. Win the draw.
They do. It goes to Nugent Hopkins. A shot, and the glove save made by Dostal right at the buzzer. But the Oilers will have 3:58 of power play time to start off the second period. And I know they haven't got a whole lot going with the man advantage so far.
Now would be an opportune time.
It sure would. Down by one here through 40, but yeah, the Oilers have given up a couple of good chances that ended up in goals, but generally have played pretty well in this game.
Edmonton's had a good game. Bouchard turns the puck over. Evan would be the first to tell you can't make that play. On the second goal, it's an outside drive. You got to give the player credit, Gauthier, for taking it hard to a hole. That takes courage, and he got it to his backhand and elevated the puck. So, 2 for Gauthier, who's been a bit of an Oilers killer this year, but the Oilers with lots of time now to work with on the power play, get to it and find a way to respond and get back to an even footing.
2-1. Ducks lead the Oilers after 2 periods of play. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown. They've got the intermission for you when we come back from the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
880 Chad and Jubilations Dinner Theater want to celebrate you. Join Eileen Bell April 23rd for Listener Appreciation Night and enjoy highbrow hilarity with the Big Bang Parody, a musical. Visit 880ched.com for your chance to win. Then get ready to eat, drink, and stink as Qualico presents Sorrentino's 33rd Garlic Festival, supporting Alberta Lungs Breathing Space. Visit garlicfest.ca to learn more.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
And down the left wing, Strome brings it in with Terry. Strome, the shot! Nice save made by Rodrigue. He covers it up.
And that's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the second intermission. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown with you in Edmonton, Studio B. Well, I think we're going to have an interesting third period because the way that one ended, it was a bit of a rough period at times for the Edmonton Oilers as they coughed up 2 goals there. But Cutter Gauthier certainly got great wheels. Picked up his 16th and 17th goals of the season, and that's why the Ducks have the lead. But your thoughts on that period, Rob?
I thought offensively the Oilers created a lot. I thought they forced turnovers by the Ducks. They had good offensive zone time, a number of good pucks on net. I think they turned down a couple of opportunities to drive the net, which I think would have either resulted in a scoring chance or possibly a penalty. But offensively, I thought there was a lot of good things. But defensively, the Oilers have given up 3 2-on-1s in this game. And 2 of the 2-on-1s, Adam Henrique was the defenseman back. So they had 2 defensemen caught. So they gave up 3 2-on-1s. And then Cutter Gauthier, I mean, he's still trying to find his way in the National Hockey League, but he just walked by Evan Bouchard, who's in the Oilers' first pairing. And he walked completely by him, went in, drove the net, and scored a goal. That play can't happen. So defensively, some big mistakes for the Oilers. But what they are fortunate of right now is they're only down a goal. And Strome, who I think is a wonderful hockey player, one of the best players that the Anaheim Ducks have, took 2 dumb penalties at the end of the period, which allows the Oilers to have a 4-minute power play to start the third period. They don't have Connor, they don't have Leon, but they still have an opportunity on the power play to A, tie it up, or B, even better, maybe score 2 power play goals to bump ahead in this game.
They still have not even posted on the sheet how that all broke down in terms of the penalties. But I like the fact Kapanen went back after and said something. It's great. I always like seeing guys stick up for their teammates in a situation like that because I didn't like the cross check from what I saw.
If you look at it, though, Bryn, if you look at Bryn, Kapanen he didn't do nothing. Kapanen
he just walked by and chirped a little, but he took the worst of it.
If he chirped, I think Strome was just mad because Kapanen had hit him earlier. If you watch the replay, Kapanen's got his head, he's turning the other way, and Strome. Louis called it best when he said it on air. He goes, there's 2 penalties. Strome just took 2 penalties. Very obvious. Good on the refs for making the call.
Yes.
And again, there's things that you see when you play against a team that's out of the playoffs. One, they will cheat offensively because the season's over. There's whether it's getting bonuses, stats, whatever it is, the commitment to detail for defensive play isn't there late in the season for a team that's out of it. And the other thing is undisciplined. For the Edmonton Oilers, if you get a guy that takes a 4-minute penalty in a 1-goal hockey game when there's meaningful points to be played for, you might not get another shift that game. But for a team that's out of the playoffs, Strome, what's a 4-minute penalty? I'm mad. My season's almost over in 10 days, and he takes a dumb penalty. So that's another thing you see from a team out of the playoffs is just a little bit of undisciplined play by a smart hockey player that had the Anaheim Ducks been pushing for a playoff spot, you wouldn't have seen what he did there.
And as for Radko Gudas, that's the way he plays. 78 penalty minutes going into this one today. He's got a great knack. I hate to say this. I kind of like the way he plays. He's a little chippy, a little dirty at times, man. But he's competitive, and there's nothing. I have nothing.
No, he's a guy. Bryn,
how do you want to word it?
He is what he is.
Yes, he is.
It's nothing changes in his game, and what you saw also. Sometimes guys. He got away with one. It should have been an interference penalty when he hit Perry.
Yes,
he got called out on it. Perry went after him once. The refs talked to him. Nurse went after him. Yet 2 minutes later at center ice, he drills Perry from behind again. It's like, I know. Yeah, okay, this is who I am. I'm not changing who I am. He's a guy that if he's a fan favorite on the team he is playing for, he is detested by every other team playing against him. Yeah. The Oilers will take runs at him. They will try to be physical on him. But the Oilers also are in a game where, LA's losing tonight.
Yes.
If the Oilers win and LA loses, all of a sudden a game against LA coming up right away could be the difference between starting in LA or starting on home ice here in Edmonton. So I know that I've got tweets or people texting me, the Oilers should have gone after him. The game's still in the balance.
And there's something on the line.
There's still belief. Yeah, so I believe as long as there's a game in the balance, the Oilers will play discipline, and they should. But it's not like you have to take a look at the back of Gudas' jersey. Okay, who is that guy there? I got to remember for the next time we play against him. Gudas doesn't change his spots. That's who he is. And Corey Perry will remember, and Corey Perry will accidentally on purpose get Gudas at some point.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's hey, somebody said you got to take that guy's license plate number. Everybody has that license plate number. It's pretty crazy. I don't mind a little mayhem. I just you're right. 3 minutes and 58 seconds of slop over time on the man advantage here, so we'll see what the Oilers do with it coming up in the third period. But you're right, a little sloppy defensively. Rodrigue, his first game, man, that was quite the backhand by Gauthier too when he moved in past Bouchard. But you know what?
Yeah,
this is where you learn, right?
Boucher.
You got to come. Yeah.
That's on Bouchard. That's not on Rodrigue. That's a kid that's got some talent. When he went by Bouchard, all of a sudden Rodrigue was at his mercy. The one that Rodrigue would love back is a little later on. He thought he had a puck. He kind of bobbled it and turned into a bit of a free-for-all down low. But, he's been fine. He's faced a number of 2-on-1s in this game, and he's been good. The only concern that you would have after 40 minutes is we saw Podkolzin leave. He got tangled up. It's just yucky when you see a guy's ankle turn the wrong way. And you hope that it's just a tweak and he just was maybe a little nervous and wanted to, felt a little, I'm just going to go in the dressing room and just make sure this is fine. because the last thing the Oilers need is another injury here going down the stretch. But it did look he looked like he was in a lot of discomfort leaving the ice. He had both arms up on the trainer and his teammate getting down the hallway. I don't know Podkolzin as well as other players because this is his first season here. But what I've seen with Podkolzin,
he'll be back.
his pain threshold's very, very high.
Oh,
so
yeah.
For him to leave a game, he was either a little nervous or B, there was some pain that he certainly was worried about going down the hallway.
Okay, Rob, thanks. We'll talk to you coming up on the post-game show. And this is At the Intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Freedom Ford is kicking off the new year with incredible savings. Save up to $16,000 on remaining 2024 models with 0% financing and huge discounts. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a brand new vehicle. Freedom Ford is making room for 2025 models, so these deals won't last long. Visit Freedom Ford today and start the new year in style. Don't miss out. Drive into 2025 with unbeatable savings before it's too late.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. We're in orange and blue. Game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373. Pizza 73.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
This is Global News at the second intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. New amendments to the Public Safety Act will bring the province a step closer to creating its own independent police service. Bill 49 would create a new Crown corporation for the service with an independent board of directors that would oversee operations. The amendments would also let municipalities choose who would be their local police service. It was another volatile day on the markets as the price of West Texas Intermediate, which is what the Alberta government bases its budget on, has dropped $10 lower than the budget's worst-case scenario. But Premier Danielle Smith says she's not panicking and that much of this will depend on how quickly new trade negotiations begin between Canada and the U.S. after the federal election. While federal party leaders were on the campaign trail, federal security officials said they found an online information operation focused on Liberal leader Mark Carney that they linked to the Chinese government. The Security and Intelligence Threats to Elections Task Force said contrasting narratives were spread on social media platform WeChat, amplifying Carney's stance on the U.S. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be after the game on 880 Ched.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
At
The intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back at Studio B. Let's take a look at what's happening around the National Hockey League on the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Final scores from earlier today. It was the Tampa Bay Lightning on the road in New York to play the Rangers. It was all Tampa, 5-1. Let's see, Andrei Vasilevsky, 38 saves for the win. And Braden Point chipping in with 2 goals and 1 assist. The Rangers are a mess and not going to make the postseason. Alex Iafallo with a late goal, and that was just around the midway point of the third period is when it was, and that was the winning goal as the Winnipeg Jets beat the St. Louis Blues 3-1. Connor Hellebuck with 14 saves to post the victory. That's it. And that's also it for the St. Louis Blues 12-game winning streak. It is over. Wonder who they take on next. It's an Edmonton Oiler game on Wednesday night at Rogers Place. It gets going at 8 o'clock, by the way. Games that are going on as we speak, they're both after 40 minutes of play. The Seattle Kraken in Los Angeles to take on the Kings, and the Kraken with a 2-1 lead on the Kings after 40 minutes. The other game is in San Jose where the Sharks have a 1-0 lead on the Calgary Flames going into the third period. Flames lose this one. Oilers win this one. Oilers clinch a playoff spot, but we're now watching that Los Angeles game because obviously the Oilers are still with a game to go against the Los Angeles Kings. Could go down to the wire. You never know, right? And very quickly in the Western Hockey League, the Edmonton Oil Kings and the Prince Albert Raiders are going to a Game 7 in their playoff series. It goes tomorrow night in Prince Albert. That's the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Third period coming up next. This should be fun. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Proudly headquartered in OilCountry, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deke past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're getting ready for the third period of play. 2-1 Ducks lead Edmonton, but the Oilers have 3 minutes and 58 seconds of power play time as Ryan Strome got the double minor. And the power play brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. So great opportunity for Edmonton to start off this second period, or third period. Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, Jeff Skinner, Victor Arvidsson, Evan Bouchard on the ice for Edmonton. Kulak out of the penalty box. Kasperi Kapanen goes into the penalty box. All right. We get set here for the third period. Oilers down by 1, but on the man advantage.
Got to get one here if you're Edmonton, Cam. Lots to work with here, lots of time, but
Goes to the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard. Back to Nugent Hopkins. Up the right wing, off the stick of Hyman. He'll get to it in the right wing corner. Up against the boards with Lacombe. Killorn will rim it off the stick of Bouchard, but it does come out. Bouchard with it at his own blue line. Bouchard to the right, now through the middle, pokes it to Nugent Hopkins, in over the line to Jeff Skinner on the left wing. Skinner cross ice pass to Hyman, now to Bouchard in the middle on the blue line, left wing to Nugent Hopkins, looks towards the net, a shot, saved Dostal, held on to it. Hyman was in front of the goal trying to provide a screen.
That was good luck there. And a quick change is 42 seconds in on this power play. Kapanen not on this unit.
He's in the box.
Right, he's in the box.
Henrique will take the draw against Lundestrom.
Now, Henrique's a 54.7% faceoff man. He's had a good year.
Lundestrom out of there. Gauthier to take the draw now. Drop it. It goes to the left wing point. Nurse to the middle. Left wing to Connor Brown. Looks to the goal. Trying to get a pass through. Goes off of Gudis. Comes back to Brown. Left wing top of the circle to Henrique. Now to Nurse in the middle. Left wing to Henrique. To Nurse. One-time shot. And that rips wide of the net. Up near the right point. Wallman couldn't keep it in. It comes out. Brown to Jake Wallman. Through the middle of the ice, Wallman's pass, that hit an Anaheim stick. Mintyukov with it in his own end. To Gudis on the right. Snap that down the ice. Rodrigue can set it behind the goal. We're a minute and a half into the third. Oilers down by 1. They're on the power play for another 2:20. Center ice, Henrique. Right wing to Brown, into the Duck zone. Stops in the right corner. On the boards to Perry. To the blue line in the middle of Bouchard. Down the left wing, Nugent Hopkins. Spins back to the boards. Gives it to Bouchard. Across to Nugent Hopkins. Left wing to Brown. One-timer. Good save by Dostal. On the left wing, it's Nugent Hopkins. Side of the net to Perry. Swept it on goal. Saved by Dostal. Henrique out to Brown. The shot saved by Dostal. Coming across. And now Gudis gets into it a bit with Perry. And they all tie up right at the side of the net.
Another poke by Gudis on Perry.
Coming in was Henrique.
This would be a good game for Max Jones. I know you played with Anaheim last year.
Henrique's getting a penalty.
Minor penalty, roughing.
Wow.
Well, I'll go 4-on-4 for a minute 49.
That's a weak call. They've had a bad night. They've become part of the story tonight. Missed an obvious headshot.
Hey. 4-on-4 it is. Face off to the right of Rodrigue. 2 minutes, 9 seconds into the third. 2-1 Ducks lead. Zellweger with it on the left wing. Left it in the corner. Nugent Hopkins on the end boards up to Bouchard. He'll come down the right side. Bouchard gathers speed into the Ducks end. Cross ice pass off his stick. Goes high in the air. Over to Kulak on the left. Up against the boards with McTavish and poking it out. Zellweger. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. Goes in front of his net. Now up the left wing where he finds Zach Hyman. He's into the Duck zone. He's going to try and drive to the net one-handed on goal. Saved by Dostal. Puck behind the goal. Hyman to the right wing point. Kulak cross ice. It hit the corner boards. It will come out.
I think you got to put more pucks to the net, Cam.
Bouchard has it just inside the Edmonton blue line. Now to Arvidsson. Arvidsson through the middle. It's by himself. Comes into the Anaheim end. He got tripped and a penalty coming up to Hellison, who got the stick in on Arvidsson.
Do you call the timeout here? 4-3? I'm serious. You got to have Bouchard and Nugent Hopkins out here no matter what. Good move by Arvidsson as he walked Hellison on the play.
Hellison gave him the can opener. And the Oilers have a 4-on-3 power play here.
Well, now it really comes down to you got to get the face-off win.
It'll be to the right of Dostal. He's got to take a player off. They do. Arvidsson comes off the ice. That's 4-on-3 here. Nugent Hopkins and Hyman on the ice with Wallman and Bouchard. Lundestrom taking the draw for the Ducks. Oilers down by 1 here in the third period. That's in the skates of Lundestrom. They battle for it. Nugent Hopkins comes up with it in the left wing corner. To the point to Bouchard. Goes to the middle of the ice. Over to Nugent Hopkins. Cross ice pass, and Wallman had to play it off the right wing boards. Now has the puck to the blue line for Bouchard. Bouchard winds up, doesn't shoot it. Gives it to Nugent Hopkins. A shot, and he just whistled it wide. Wallman to the point, but off the stick of Bouchard. It comes out. Bouchard will bring it into the Ducks end on the left wing point. Cross ice to Wallman, down low. Off of Hyman. That save by Dostal. Puck to the corner, and Gudas will get it down the ice. Rodrigue will set it in behind the net.
4-on-4 here for 10 seconds.
And the Oilers back on the power play of 5-on-4 variety on the right wing. Perry to Arvidsson, into the Ducks end, got dumped down, gets back up, he'll give it to Henrique, his backhand went wide. Nurse in the left wing corner, is in behind the Anaheim net, he'll stop back there. Nurse forced over to the left wing, to the point to Bouchard, takes it to the middle of the ice. Across to Nurse, his shot saved to Stahl. Got it with the glove held on. 43 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Oilers are down 2-1 here in the third. 4:33 gone.
Well, the Oilers are on the precipice here of being 0 for 5, which you can ill afford to do. When you're on the road, you don't have McDavid and Draisaitl.
Face off to the right of Dostal.
Lots of chances.
Yep, lots of chances. Shots now 27-13 for Edmonton. But they're down by 1 here in the third period. Henrique out of the face-off circle. In comes Perry. Take the draw against Lundestrom. Gets to the left wing corner boards. Into the skates of Gudas. Goes to the line. Kept in by Nurse. Has it left wing. Down the left wing side. For Hyman to Nurse. Over to Wallman. To Nurse in the middle on the blue line. Left wing. Brown with it. Brown to the middle. Brown over to the right wing point. Now to Wallman. He'll wind up. Shoot it. Didn't get it through. Puck goes to the left wing boards. Perry threw it in front of the net. Lundestrom there for the Ducks. To Gudas. He will get it out. Nurse comes out from behind the goal. Penalty over in 4 seconds. Nurse to center ice. He will shoot it into the glove of Dostal as the penalty expires, and Edmonton is 0 for 5 on the power play. And down by 1 here in the third period.
We should mention the Oilers are down another forward as well.
Yeah, Parkolza got hit with a shot in the second period. To take the draw against McTavish. To the left of Dostal. And Kapanen wins it to Bouchard to the middle. His shot off a stick goes to the left wing corner. It broke the stick of Zegras. Kapanen to the middle of the ice. Can't get a shot. He was stripped of it. McTavish, he's got a breakaway. He's in. The shot. Scores. McTavish. Glove side on Rodrigue makes it 3-1 for the Ducks. McTavish made no mistake. As he gets his 21st goal and 50th point of the year. Nugent Hopkins into the Duck zone on the right wing. Off the boards, goes behind the net. Goodis rims it. Right wing for Lorne. Out of Carlson. Cross to Lacombe. Left side to Gauthier. Went to flip the puck. It goes out of play. 5:58 into the third period.
Well, we heard Greg Cronin talk earlier today about the fact that they thought they played pretty good in Vancouver and they were down 5-1 after one. I think the Oilers have played pretty well in this game. They're out shooting Anaheim 28-13 and they're down 3-1.
Face off to the right of Rodrigue. It goes to the slot area in the Edmonton end, and on the right wing, Terry shot pad saved by Rodrigue. It's in behind the net. Lundestrom over to the left. Terry stick snapped in half. Lundestrom left corner. Finds Zellweger, shot, and a glove save made by Rodrigue. And they'll hold on to it. We'll take a break. We've played 6 minutes and 14 seconds of the third period. 3-1. Ducks lead the Oilers. From the Honda Center in Anaheim, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta is a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Portage College graduates are incredibly employable. How does Portage know? 99% of employers surveyed said they would hire a Portage grad. Get career ready at Portage College. Learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Honda Center in Anaheim, 3-1 Ducks lead the Oilers. 6:14 gone here in the third. Gauthier with a pair. McTavish has scored as well for Anaheim. Adam Henrique had a first period goal for Edmonton. Face off to the left of Olivier Rodrigue. Shots now 31-14 for Edmonton.
Can't be right. Can't be that lopsided, is it?
Might be. Gets to the top of the circle, and Jeff Skinner out through the middle. On the right to Brown. Into the Anaheim end. Goes to the right wing corner. Now in behind the net to the left side. Top of the circle to Stetcher. Left wing boards. Emberson to the corner. Into the skates of Jeff Skinner. Skinner going behind the net to the right centering pass. And a stop by Dostal off of Janmark. The puck flipped up to Skinner. Will keep it in. Has it on the right wing. Lost it. Zellweger up the right wing boards. Goes off of Connor Brown. Brown will keep it in. To the middle of the ice for Skinner. His pass hit Terry. Gets it back. Wanted to get it low. It comes into some skates. Goes to Janmark. Jammed it towards the net. Dostal is able to keep it out. Puck on the left wing point. Stetcher to Skinner, but it gets to the middle of the ice. Lifted up and out. Penalty coming up to Shillington, who dumped Janmark in front of the goal. And Edmonton will go on the power play. And Oliver Shillington to the box. 7-11 gone in the third, 3-1. Ducks lead. Edmonton, sixth power play of the game. play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Beats 73 out of town scoreboard. Calgary 2, San Jose 1. Oilers with the win and a Calgary loss will have clinched a playoff spot. Edmonton still has 5 games left to clinch a playoff spot. But take care of business now.
Off the draw, goes over the stick of Nurse and out. Wallman with it in his own end. And Wallman bump it back. Connor Brown in over the line, off the right wing boards, got it himself to the corner. On the end boards, Lacombe got it free for Killorn. In the middle to Carlson. Want to get it back to Killorn. It doesn't connect. Nurse comes out from behind the Edmonton net with it. There's the center ice. That center has to shoot it in. That rim's on the glass. Dostal knocked it down to Radko Gudas, up in the air and out. Wallman out from behind the net. We're 8 minutes into the third. 3-1 Ducks lead. Arvidsson to Nurse into the Ducks end to Victor Arvidsson. Around on the right wing, goes to the blue line. Nugent Hopkins across the line to Nurse. Left side, Arvidsson. One-timer off the crossbar. And the puck goes to the point. Nurse has it. That was a blast by Arvidsson. To Nugent Hopkins on the left wing. Left side, Arvidsson in front of the net. Just missing the tap in was Hyman. The puck on the right wing point. Nurse, right wing boards. Off of Jeff Skinner to Zach Hyman. To the blue line for Nurse. Cross the line to Nugent Hopkins. Goes to the middle of the ice. Left wing to Arvidsson. Arvidsson to the middle. And the shot by Nurse goes over the net off the glass. Puck along the left wing. It's in the corner. And Gauthier on the left side can get it down the ice. Penalty over here in 10 seconds. 3-1 Ducks lead. Just over 9 minutes gone in the third period. Through center, Arvidsson into the Duck zone to the middle. The blast off a stick by Podkolzin, and it goes out of play. Penalty done. Edmonton 0 for 6 on the power play. Face off to the right of Dostal.
Absolute bomb from the Oilers' Victor Arvidsson.
Janmark wins the draw on the Ducks end. Kulak off the right corner boards. It goes in behind the net to Janmark. Up the left wing with it. To the point. Kulak, little snapshot. Doesn't get through. Kapanen on the left wing. Top of the circle. Across the middle. A shot and a blocker save made by Dostal. It's in behind the Duck goal. Janmark out of the left wing corner. To the blue line. For Kulak. His shot hit a body. Goes into the middle of the ice. Puck cleared out. Looking for McTavish for the breakaway pass with Zegras. But that went off of McTavish and down into the Edmonton zone. Janmark in the corner. Up the left wing. Brett Kulak. Got it out to center ice. We're coming up to the halfway mark of the third. 3-1 the Ducks lead. McTavish will shoot it in. Stetcher into the right corner. But Zegras takes the puck away. To Terry in the left corner. To Lundestrom back to the point. Minchikov over to Hellison. Right corner to Zegras. Back to the point. Went off the stick of Minchikov. Oilers come out 3-on-1. Perry in over the line on the left. Waiting. The pass. The shot. Oh, what a stop by Dostal. Off of Jones. Got it with the left pad. That was his best of the night. And the puck along the left wing boards in the Ducks end to the blue line. To Stetcher. His shot. Dostal's going to hold on. Jones goes hard to the front of the net. And that brings everybody in. Tie up. The linesmen get in there. Nobody actually fighting. And then we'll break that up. With 9:24 to go here in the third period. 3-1. The Anaheim Ducks lead the Edmonton Oilers as they do get everybody to dissipate, and there will be some penalties given out. Max Jones is going to the box for Edmonton. And Drew Hellison going to the box for Anaheim. All right, we should be taking a break. And we are. 9:24 to go in the third. 3-1. Anaheim leading Edmonton. We'll be right back. This is Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. And there it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today. All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and home payments, no interest for 1 year. 9:24 to go in the third. 3-1, Ducks lead the Oilers. Face off outside the Anaheim blue line. Coincidental minors. Ellison for Anaheim. Jones for Edmonton. We'll go 4-on-4. Wallman will get the puck in on the right wing, but it goes to Lacombe, and now to Gauthier. Stood up by Wallman, and Nurse finds it left wing to Hyman, still inside his own end. He's up against the boards, has to give it to Wallman. He'll go in behind the net and stop. Wallman out through the middle. Right wing to Zach Hyman. Off the right wing boards it in. Hyman takes Gudis to the end wall. Nugent Hopkins looking for the loose puck. Goes over to the left wing. Nurse in the left wing corner. Up against the boards with Carlson on him. As they battle along the boards, it's Carlson with it in behind his net. And now out through the middle for Anaheim. His long pass to Gauthier. Went off his stick. And we'll say that was offside.
These guys have had a rough game tonight, this whole crew. But Edmonton's handed 2 goals to Anaheim. Bouchard on the first one and Kapanen on the third one. The second one we'll give credit. I know Bouchard got beat hard to the hole, but I'm going to give credit to Gauthier for making a great play, showing why he's, going to be a 30-plus goal scorer for this organization. Third goal's a killer. It doesn't look like the Oilers, they're fighting the score right now. Obviously, they don't have McDavid and Draisaitl. Or King. Haven't had him all year, but...
Arvidsson across the blue line. Left wing to Skinner to Arvidsson. Will turn and shoot it. Dostal the save. Held on to it. Oilers with 1 goal on 34 shots here so far.
And Arvidsson's hit the crossbar, and he did score 3 consecutive games in a row. I think the hope was that they'd have a pair of 20 goal scorers with Skinner and Arvidsson. Skinner's got 15. Arvidsson, I think, has had more of an opportunity in the top 6. They could arguably be made.
It's up against the right side in the Edmonton end, and McTavish out with it. McTavish checked at the top of the circles by Bouchard. Arvidsson Skates into Anaheim territory. His pass across to Bouchard, and it's saved by Dostal as Evan Bouchard with a chance on the right wing.
Great play by Arvidsson, and Jeff Skinner threw a backside pick to create the opportunity for Edmonton up the ice, and Bouchard activated, and he's had two really good chances from in tight, and Dostal has been stellar. I mean, when you're sitting there and you're at a .980 save percentage in a game, you're playing good. He's stopping pucks.
Face off to his left with 8:03 to go in the third. Edmonton down by a couple. Off the drop, puck to the corner. Lacombe will take it behind his goal for Anaheim. Left wing to Gudis, into the middle to Terry. Terry comes into the Edmonton end, down the left wing. He'll drive to the net. Saved by Rodrigue as Troy Terry drove down the left wing and cut right to the front of the net.
And Evan Bouchard got beat hard to the hole there, too. He's playing with Kulak, and they're having a little talk about the communication on that breakdown. Flames are going to win. They're up 3-1 over San Jose. Edmonton's got San Jose twice left this season. Oilers need basically 3 points in their final 5 games, 3 of which will be at home to make the playoffs, I think. And they're going to get some help. They're going to get some bodies back. Good news tonight is that Colson came back in this game.
Yeah. Hit with a shot in the second period. Puck flipped into the Anaheim end. Brown has it. Top of the circle to the blue line, but it comes out. Nurse in the neutral zone. Penalties over. Back to 5-on-5. Wallman to Nurse. Nurse over to the right wing. Off the right side. That was blocked. Now he gets it back. Perry couldn't get it deep. Comes right back out.
Good play.
Goes into the Edmonton zone. Kaloran into the corner with Nurse on him. Puck rimmed to Zellweger on the right wing point to the slot. Zegras over on the right wing, and fanning on it was Carlson. Puck back to the left wing point. Minchikov to Zellweger. Cross corner to Zegras. Now to Minchikov. Right wing to Kaloran, on goal. Pad save made by Rodrigue. And on the right wing, it's Stetcher to come up the right wing boards. His pass just goes off the stick of Perry into the Anaheim end. Perry to the left wing corner. One hands it in front of the net to Kapanen. Across ice, that pass glances off legs. Perry keeps it in. Right wing to Emberson. His shot could not get it through. Behind the goal, Janmark got it out. Podkolzin shot is blocked. Podkolzin into the corner to Janmark to the blue line. Emberson to Stetcher. Wrist shot. Glove saved by Dostal. And it holds on. It'll be a face-off the Anaheim end with 6:01 to go here in the third. 3-1 Ducks lead. Perry just missing the redirection on that shot from the point. Face off to Dostal's left. Kapanen taking the draw for Edmonton against McTavish. To the point, off of Bouchard, it comes out. Knocked down the ice by Hellison. It'll be icing against the Ducks. Oilers at home Wednesday. St. Louis is in town. Friday, it's San Jose. Couple of games at Rogers Place. Oil Kings play tomorrow, but in Prince Albert, it's Game 7. You and I will both be watching that tomorrow night.
Yeah.
To the right wing point, Bouchard off the corner boards in from the left side. Kulak gets it low. Off of Jeff Skinner and Lacombe. The left wing gets the puck out. Now McTavish over the line towards the net. His pass, and that one deflected, went on net, and Rodrigue made the save and covered it up. With 5:33 to go here in the third, 3-1 Ducks lead the Oilers. We're going to take a break from the Honda Center in Anaheim. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend, donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Experience the exciting casino action in 3 Century Casino locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the Century Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino. Come for the action. Stay for the fun.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and old payments, no interest for 1 year. 3-1 Ducks lead, 5:33 to go in the third. Face off from the Oiler end to the right of Olivier Rodrigue. Arvidsson up the left wing, hits Vetrano, goes to the middle, Strome, a wrist shot, and a save by Rodrigue, and they'll hold on to it, and there'll be a face-off to the Edmonton end. Oilers have put a lot at Lucas Dostal. 37 shots so far, just one has got by him. And that was in the first period. Henrique with the goal as Nugent Hopkins to Wallman. Bounces it into the Ducks end. Won't be icing. Gudis to the end boards. Arvidsson's right on him. Puck rims around to Nurse. Has it on the left wing point. To Wallman. Off the left wing side to the corner. Terry able to get it out for Anaheim. Quick pass by Wallman. Misses through the middle. Didn't get to Connor Brown. It's icing against the Oilers.
Well, Edmonton's had lots of chances. They've had 6 power plays in this game. Best shot on the power play came from Arvidsson. Some point-blank looks in tight.
Yeah, Arvidsson ringing one off the crossbar on that power play.
But they made it easy on 2 of the goals for Anaheim tonight.
Arvidsson and Nugent Hopkins into the Anaheim end. Shot from the right wing off of Mintyukov. Goes to the left wing corner. Arvidsson through the middle. That pass from Brown went off of Arvidsson sticking out. Kulak to Bouchard. Bouchard in his own end. Now on the right wing for Zach Hodman. Gets by Mintyukov. Puck went off his stick, though. Ellison across to Gauthier. Up the right side to center. Give it to Killorn. To Carlson. Across to Gauthier. Nice save by Rodrigue. Coming across. Hit him up high. Killorn on the right to Gauthier. His one-timer goes off of Bouchard.
That was the best save of the game for Sylvain.
Denied Gauthier the hat-trick goal. Down the left wing, Gauthier. Into the Oiler end to Killorn. His shot, pad saved by Rodrigue. It's cleared out, and it's Bouchard at center ice. In over the Anaheim line to Hyman. It goes into the right wing corner. Stops along the boards. Rodrigue's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Puck back to the right wing point. Bouchard over to Stetcher. Stetcher to Bouchard. To the middle of the ice. Now on the right to Henrique. Oilers down by a couple. 3:35 to go in the third. Oiler net empty. Bouchard scores! Bouchard let the shot go. There was traffic in front. May have been tipped. And the Oilers are to within 1. The Duck lead now at 3-2. And Jeff Skinner may have got his stick on it.
a long-range bomber that got through, and it was not a high stick from Skinner. It's going to be his 16th goal of the season.
And the Oilers, with 3:31 to go here in the third period, are to within one. 16:29, the time of the goal. Bouchard with a little snapshot from the point that found its way through. And off the stick of Jeff Skinner. Oilers get that goal. The goaltender on the bench. Olivier Rodrigue's back in there, and it is Wallman in behind the net. Out through the middle for the Oilers, left wing to Janmark. Into the Duck zone. Oilers down by one. Janmark centering pass off skates. It goes to Connor Brown. The shot! That just missed short side. Wallman shot saved by Dostal. Brown has it on the right wing in the right corner. In front of the net went off of Dostal to the blue line where Wallman will keep it in. Puck along the boards. Mintyukov will get it out. Under 3 to go in the third. 3-2 Ducks lead. Janmark on the left wing for Brown towards the net. He goes a backhand off of Dostal's shoulder. It's in the corner of the Ducks end. McTavish up the boards. That's not going to get out. Kulak in from the point. Kulak in behind the net. Rodrigue's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Puck to the point. Nurse to Kulak. Shot save made by Dostal. And he held it up against his body with 2:27 to go in the third. And the Ducks up 3-2.
Henrique draws the second assist on that goal. Now you got to win a face-off. If you're Edmonton, and you're the better face-off team. They've won 54% of the draws in this game.
Will be to the right of Dostal. Nugent Hopkins against Strome. Gets to the corner, though. Lacombe around the boards. Bouchard got to the point, got it to the right corner. Now back to the blue line. Bouchard across the line to Wallman. Lost an edge, got back up, kept it in. It gets to the left wing corner. Lacombe doesn't have a stick. It snapped. It's in behind the net, stepping out. The shot, save, rebound, jam towards the net. Dostal covers it up. Skinner put it towards the net, took a hard hit. And there'll be another face-off in the Ducks zone with 2:05 to go in the third, and the 3-2 Ducks lead. You pick up the remnants of the stick of Jackson Lacombe.
I might be inclined to have Henrique out here to take face-offs. Of course, normally this would be Draisaitl taking the draw.
Face off the left of Dostal. It'll go to Gudis on the end boards. To Lacombe off the glass. It hits Bouchard. Shot out by Killorn. At center ice, Jeff Skinner. To Wallman across the Edmonton blue line to Bouchard. To Jake Wallman. Puck's on end. He has to bounce it in. It goes into the glove of Dostal and be a face-off in the Duck zone. Minute 42 to go in the third. 3-2 Anaheim leads.
Yeah, Henrique's coming out now with Arvidsson. Nugent Hopkins will stay out there, but it's a left side draw. Strong side draw for Adam Henrique. I would have Henrique take it. Nugent Hopkins is at 49.5%. Henrique's at 54.5%. Arvidsson, they got one too many guys.
They had one too many. Arvidsson goes off the ice. Henrique taking it against Strome. Henrique wins it. Wallman left wing point. Off the boards. Lacombe can get it to the line, just out, but Henrique with control. To Bouchard, a minute and a half to go in the third. Edmonton down by one to center ice. Bouchard went to shoot it in, and
Like it.
That hit somebody at the...
I thought it got up.
I think it clipped somebody at the bench.
Oilers have 45 shots on goal. I mean, Anaheim gives up the most shots against the league, and you can see why. The Oilers simply have not capitalized on odd man breaks and chances, and 2 direct giveaways have led to the difference in this game right now. Chris Knobloch's going to put Rodrigue back in goal here.
Neutral zone face-off. Goodis on the right wing. Off of Killorn, it goes down into the Edmonton end. Bouchard on the left wing to the corner for Wallman. He's got to go in behind the net. Across to Bouchard. Bouchard to Wallman. He'll start up. There goes Rodrigue to the bench for the extra attacker to Nugent-Hopkins. Into the Anaheim end, right wing corner for Zach Hyman. Behind the net to Nugent-Hopkins. He looks in front. Last minute, puck comes out. The shot! And that goes wide by Hyman. Puck on the left point. Wallman in behind the goal. Hyman wraps it around. They jam away. And Dostal covers it up. 51 seconds to go in the third. The Oilers are down by 1, but they're pressing.
We've seen Dostal do this before in Edmonton on a Saturday afternoon game. He was Dostal the wall. Now the Oilers are going to call their timeout.
They will. 51 seconds left here in the third. Cutter Gauthier has 2 goals for the Ducks tonight. Mason McTavish has also scored. For Edmonton, it's been Adam Henrique and Jeff Skinner.
Henrique, by my count, got a goal and assist.
Yes, he does.
Don't know if they've officially granted him that assist.
I think they have now. Now it says Skinner from Bouchard and Henrique.
It is not out of the realm of possibility, 5 games left, that Jeff Skinner may end up with 20 goals. He's at 16. Yeah. Okay.
It's been coming on.
Yeah.
Face off to the right of Dostal. So the Oilers are getting to the final countdown of this game. Down by 1. Scoring at 16-29. That was with Rodrigue on the bench for the extra attacker. He's on the bench right now. It's 6-on-5. Henrique taking the draw against Strome. Henrique wins it. Left wing point. Wallman across to Bouchard. Bouchard on the right. To Jake Wallman. Left wing Nugent-Hopkins to the net. Saved by Dostal. It goes in behind the goal. Arvidsson shovels it around on the right to Bouchard. Right back over to the left wing. Along the boards, Hyman to Nugent-Hopkins. Knocked off his stick.
What a play by Goodis.
And up the left wing. It comes out. Strome over to Terry. Towards the net. That goes wide. 20 seconds left. Terry centering pass, but Hyman can get it out up the right wing for Nugent-Hopkins. Into the Anaheim zone. Pass goes off a stick. Now to the middle. Arvidsson. Oh, that just missed. Bouchard hammers off the post and right through the slot. And it's cleared to the line and out. And the Ducks will win it 3-2 over the Oilers. The Oilers hit a post late and come that close to tying this game.
49 shots on goal.
It hit the post, and then it hit Dostal, and somehow didn't go into the net.
Normally, the net banks back in, it goes into the net. Frustrating finish for the Oilers, who frankly played really well tonight. Cam deserved a better fate.
They did. Played really well. They lose 3-2, but they outshoot the Ducks as it sits right now, 49-21. Pressed at the end. Had chances. Hit a post.
Edmonton unofficially had 27 shots on goal in the third period. Wow. 27 shots.
It's crazy.
But this team hasn't been able to score all year, Cam. 22nd in the league in shooting percentage. The Oilers are top 10 in the league in goals, but 22nd in shooting percentage. Now, again, they didn't have the two biggest offensive players in the league playing the last 2.5 games of this road trip, and it showed. They scored a combined total of 3 goals in the final 7.5 periods of this road trip. Played well tonight, deserved a better fate, didn't get it. They need some bodies back, and guys can't make mistakes. Like, especially if you're further down the lineup, because when everybody gets healthy, you won't be playing if you're making mistakes. So,
no, you're right.
Bottom line, Edmonton played well enough to win this hockey game. They didn't. 0 for 6 in the power play does not help. Went 0 for 4 technically in the third period. Had chances, couldn't get it done.
Olivier Rodrigue, first start in the NHL.
He made one really good save. He got beat on a dead, stone-cold giveaway by Kaplan on a breakaway from a good player. McTavish is a good player. Like, their stars scored the goals for them, right? Gauthier got 2.
And one of his goals was absolutely beautiful.
It was. So, but bottom line here is the Oilers, in a lot of respects, deserved a better fate. They played pretty well. But Dostal was locked in. He finishes with 47 saves in this hockey game. He came in, it's interesting, Cam, he came in with an .890 save percentage against Edmonton. That's about to improve, let me tell you.
And now the Oilers host St. Louis, a team that they lost tonight, so it ends the 12-game win streak. But they're obviously playing incredibly well. It'll be a tough task.
It's going to be a tough task, and I'm going to be really intrigued to see who's back for Edmonton. Like, is this a situation where McDavid and Ekholm are back? Because Ekholm, it's a game changer for the defense when you get him in there. He's their best all-around defenseman. He settles down Evan Bouchard 5v5. It just slots everybody. Kulak gets to play with Emerson in the third pairing. Ekholm's with Emerson in the first PK unit. Andy as well. And then McDavid, well, I don't think we need to say much about there. Thought Adam Henrique had a good game for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Thought he played real good. Tough loss for the Oilers.
So the Oilers go 2-2 on the road trip. They win in Vegas and San Jose, lose in Los Angeles and Anaheim. Oilers drop to 44, 28-5. The Ducks, who go 3-1 against the Oilers this year, are now 34, 35, and 8. Adam Henrique and Jeff Skinner score for Edmonton in this game. Cutter Gauthier, he had a pair for the Ducks. Mason McTavish also scored. McTavish's goal holds up as the game winner. Lucas Dostal, though, he's the story in this one. 47 saves on 49 shots to lead the Anaheim Ducks to the victory. 3-2 the final. The Ducks over the Oilers. Our Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers post-game show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Couple, 3:35 to go in the third. Oiler net empty. Bouchard scores! Bouchard let the shot go. There was traffic in front. May have been tipped.
And that is the highlight zone for Century Casino. All in, all games, all season. Century Casino. 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. Oilers, Evan Bouchard went with a little bit of postage late in the game. Otherwise, he would have tied it. And Olivier Rodrigue loses in his first NHL start. He gives up 18 or 3 on 21. But Lucas Dostal with 47 saves in the victory. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit oilcountryhq.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
Oil Country, you never miss an Oilers game. Join your fellow fans at Molson Canadian Oil Country headquarter locations every game day. Visit oilcountryhq.com to find out where you can enjoy the game next with a pint of Molson Canadian, the official beer sponsor of the Edmonton Oilers.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Rogers Postgame Show. Bob Stauffer with you, along with Cam Moon, Rob Brown, Bryn Griffiths, Brendan Escott. We're all part of the Oilers Radio Network. Our studio producers this year, Kellen Kennedy and Eamon Hashem. Kellen at the helm tonight, and our engineer, Michael Noto. And we're in the Rogers Postgame Show. Rogers, proud partner and fan of the Edmonton Oilers. Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for a year. No Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance, goal of the game. Health, dental, travel, we got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. And the Plus play of the game brought to you by Catelli Protein Plus with the classic taste of Catelli. 17 grams of protein. It's the most delicious way to score your taste buds on the ice. I think that we looked at him. Henrique has got a goal and a deflection, picked up an assist, and finished +2 in this hockey game. He might have been the best of Edmonton's forwards. They had a couple guys go -3 here that has continued a very negative trend for those players involved. Let's bring a border inside the game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, 49-29, the 49-21, the shots on goal tonight, your assessment.
Well, there's only one reason that the Oilers aren't walking away with 2 points tonight, and that was the goaltender, Lucas Dostal. I mean, what a game. He was all world tonight.
Yeah.
It just, even the one that at the end, or near the end, the Arvidsson goalpost one, it hit Dostal before it hit the goalpost. So he got a piece of it to force it to hit the goalpost. He was excellent. I'm not sure I've seen a worse defensive game by a hockey team than the Ducks as this game moved along. I mean, it was just turnover after turnover after turnover in their own zone, and the Oilers just peppered this goalie with everything. And give credit to Dostal. Sometimes a goalie beats you, and in this game tonight, the Oilers made some. They made some mistakes defensively. This was a really tough night for Evan Bouchard tonight.
Yeah, he had a tough night.
He had a tough night, but the Oilers played well enough to win. Even with the mistakes they made, they played well enough to win. And it was on the back of the Anaheim Duck goaltender. That's as good. It might be as good a game goaltending we've seen against the Oilers all season long. Because this was in the third period. You were only looking one way, Bob, in that arena, and that was down at the Anaheim Ducks.
27-8 were the shots.
It's just unbelievable. And then in the fact that they had the Oilers, Terry misses a wide open net and then throws it blindly back to his own. I mean, just horrible plays defensively. You can tell why this team doesn't win. And then the Oilers, with 13 seconds left to get the puck at center, they get 5 more chances. Like, they had so many good looks. It'll be frustrating when the Oilers get in the dressing room and realize that the Kings lost tonight. This is a game the Oilers should have won because of the way they played and could have pulled within 2 points of the LA Kings. But at the end of the day, goaltender is part of your team, and the goaltender for the Anaheim Ducks won them a hockey game.
Second time we've seen him do that, by the way. This guy plays good against Edmonton. So there we go. All right, St. Louis, we're expecting, Connor McDavid skated the entire road trip, Rob. And, it's hilarious, right? You're sitting there watching him going, well, this guy's pretty good when he's going. But he did skate the entire road trip. Leon Draisaitl on these guys are going to play. Matthias Ekholm back in Edmonton, Stuart Skinner back in Edmonton. They're all on the ice today. At some point here, they're going to get back in. Your thoughts on the matchup against it's disappointing we won't see Holloway's out week to week with a lower body injury, but that's going to be a tough out for Edmonton on Wednesday night.
It will be, and it's kind of funny. Holloway has been their best, if not second best player since the Four Nations. That's how good he's become for St. Louis, and that is a big loss for the Blues going forward. They finally lost a game in Winnipeg. They have been, it's a good story in the National Hockey League. A team that everyone thought was going to sell off at the deadline. Everyone talked about, where's Binnington going? Where's Schenn going? Is Parayko going to move? The Blues, give them credit, kept everyone. They made a push. They're safely and comfortably in a playoff spot. And yes, this will be a tough game for the Oilers. And the St. Louis Blues are going to be a tough out in the first round of the playoffs, especially if they get Colton Parayko back. I don't know, and you don't know when the Oilers are getting their players back. The Oilers lost tonight and went 2-2 on this road trip, but I do believe they've created a lot of confidence in that dressing room with certain players that have played up in the lineup. The play of Jeff Skinner, the play of Arvidsson, who has come on strong as of late. I thought Podkolzin has been playing better as of late. That's going to bode well when the Oilers get healthy, because those players are going to be brooding with confidence from what they've done in the absence of their star players. But it's all about wins right now, and the Oilers would love to be able to somehow sneak into home ice advantage. Not that they need it, but I do believe the LA Kings do. So I think it would just, if the Oilers can somehow find a way to just continue to put a little bit of pressure on the LA Kings, and it starts with a win on home ice against a good St. Louis team.
Great stuff, Rob.
Sounds good, Bob.
Talk to you Wednesday. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through Edmonton'sBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. Edmonton'sBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses, with customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in-store for details.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through Edmonton'sBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. Edmonton'sBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, let's go to the Pizza 73 out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers, Pizza 73. Oilers saw the Calgary Flames defeat the San Jose Sharks 3-2. Edmonton needs 3 more points in their final 5 games to secure a playoff spot, and in the process, eliminate the Flames from catching them. Meanwhile, Seattle beat the LA Kings by a score 2-1. So the Oilers could have picked up some points in L.A. tonight. They did not. Winnipeg ended St. Louis's 12-game winning streak 3-1. Blues are in Edmonton on Wednesday night. Tampa Bay walloped the Rangers. Final score 5-1. What else we got shaking? Tomorrow night, the Edmonton Oil Kings, game number 7 against the Prince Albert Raiders. They were once up 3-1 in that series. It's game 7. And the Bakersfield Condors are in Henderson on Wednesday night. Here at the Honda Center, despite the fact that Edmonton dominated this game, overall, the high danger scoring chances in this game were 14-4, and the expected goals for was 4.5-2, according to Natural Stat Trick. The Oilers lose 3-2 in Anaheim. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
Live sky high with remarkable units for rent and for sale at Sky Signature Suites. Currently offering amazing incentives on 1- and 2-bedroom rentals, featuring designer finishes, resort-like amenities, and breathtaking views. All of this and more within the heart of Ice District, Edmonton's best address for shopping, dining, entertainment, and fun. Visit SkySignatureSuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
At Fountain Tire, our focus is taking care of your vehicle. Your focus? Saving up to 25% off select tires. Plus, getting up to a $120 mail-in rebate on a set of 4 select tires until April 26th. So we both win. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together.
Let's go to the Molson Cup 3 Stars, brought to you by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultrax, whether it's Elf, there's a Molson with your name on it. You must be of legal drinking age. Third star tonight, we're going to give it to Adam Henrique. He had a goal and an assist. Second star tonight, Lukáš Dostal with 47 saves. And the first star tonight, Connor Connor Gauthier with a pair of goals. The second an absolute beauty. The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. The Oilers return to action Wednesday night. They host the St. Louis Blues. They have San Jose in town on Friday. For my play-by-play partners, Cam Moon and Jack Michaels, along with Rob Brown, Bryn Griffiths, Brendan Escott, studio producers Kellen Kennedy and Eamon Hassan, and our longtime engineer here in Southern California, Michael Noto, who we're likely to be seeing in the opening round of the playoffs. Bob Stauffer saying so long from the Honda Center. The Oilers put up 48 shots, but they lose 3-2.
The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Built Ford proud. Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be legal drinking age. And Rogers.